Welcome, listeners, to another episode of Behind the Frames. My name is Wick from the Anime Weeb, and today with me is a special guest because for like the past 5-6 episodes, we have been covering almost every guest that didn't involve anime, even though one of our one of the reasons why we started this podcast was to talk anime, but for a while we've been having guests who are either content creators not involved with anime. But today I have a very special guest. Please welcome Kevin Nyaa. Kevin, say hi.
Hi, how's it going? You can just call me Kevin.
Yeah, we can call him Kevin. Okay, so before we kick off, why don't you tell people who you are, what do you do, and for the people that do not know you?
I'm Kevin. I make video essays about anime on YouTube. That's really the simplest way to say it. Although I am planning on branching out more, but right now it's just all anime content. I'm just an Anituber. That's it.
Yep, fellow Anituber. As usual, let's start with like the box standard questions. So, how did you get into making videos, and what was your inspiration to start a YouTube channel?
The reason I started making videos, I started making videos in I want to say end of 2012 or 2013 is when I posted my first video, I think. And it's not even on this channel because my first ever channel got deleted.
Yeah,
it's fine. But the reason why is because during 2012, 2013, that was when I want to say not final year high school, but just the second to final year of high school. And that's when 2011 was when I got really into anime, started watching seasonals.
Yep.
And anime at the time was not as popular as it is now. It's not as widely accepted. And basically just didn't have anyone to talk about it IRL. So I just wanted a place to talk about anime. And before it was just mostly just reviews. It wasn't any video essays or anything.
Yeah.
But my inspirations, obviously, during that time, Anitube was not that big, and the big people were Glass Reflection, Giguk, and I want to say Holden Reviews.
Yeah.
Oh, and Demo, actually.
Yeah.
Rest in peace. Rest in peace, Demo.
Yep, rest in peace. So you started doing YouTube videos around the time I got into anime, because I was I think it was around 2012, 2011. That's pretty cool. I think the first time I ever watched one of your videos was back 2017, 2016.
Is it the most popular one?
Yeah, it is. It is the Your Line April video. Yeah,
of course it is.
It popped up on my recommendation, and I was like, okay, it's pretty curious. It is making me pretty curious. I might as well check it out. Yeah, that was how I found out your channel. And it's pretty. First of all, it's pretty cool to have you in the podcast, man. It's been It's been 4 or 5 years since I watched your videos, and since I started to watch your videos, that it's pretty cool to just have a chat, talk about anime and stuff. So
no problem. Yeah. It's all good. I don't mind. Just if I don't have to do anything hard, I just have to talk, then it's fine.
It's all talking, man. We just
it's all good.
Yeah, I just drop some questions, or maybe I just drop something from the chat, and we just talk about.
If I just have to say my hot takes, I mean, I can do it, I guess.
Yeah, let's go. Spicy hot takes. That's been this podcast. I mean, the first episode, we had people say that ReZero is shit. So yeah, it's a really spicy podcast. ReZero is shit. Subaru is a bad protagonist. Have you heard it all? So yeah, there's a lot of spicy takes in this podcast.
Yeah, I've heard of all.
Yeah. So, what got you into anime? First of all, we talked about how you got into YouTube. How did you get into anime?
Oh my god, this was 8 years ago. How did I get into anime? Okay, so what do you need to know about me? Before I got into anime, I was a toxic gamer. Right?
You still are. You still am.
I'm still are. But before, this was when I was I want to say 15, 16. I was a COD player. I was playing Halo, all that. And then I basically played that for I don't say 2 to 3 years, like just after school or like during the weekend with my friends. But then obviously when you get older and you get like, almost to uni, it's like, this kind of a bit boring now. I'm getting kind of bored.
Yeah.
And how I specifically got into anime is because I went overseas and for whatever reason, didn't bring my Xbox 360 at the time.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea why I didn't bring it. I just didn't bring it.
Yeah.
Like I didn't forget. I just didn't bring it.
Mm-hmm.
And then in Asia, there's this channel called Animax.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
yes,
if anyone knows what that is. And so it was like I already knew about like Naruto, like the big like Dragon Ball Z one at the time, but like I wasn't really that interested into it.
Yeah.
But then a show came along, and for whatever reason, I just got a bit hooked into whatever I was watching.
Yeah.
And that show was Fairy Tail.
Oh, dude, you too? What the hell? Legit, like mine is almost
Fairy Tail.
Yeah, mine was almost the same because back in the day, back like 2011, there used to be the channel called Animax, and the first anime that I watched
still
was
around.
No, I think it's available everywhere except here where I live in. That is in India. Like around 2016, it got shut down over here. I think it's still there in like other parts of Asia, but
in Southeast Asia, I'm pretty sure it's still there.
Yeah, it's still there. Yeah, I kind of got in the same way too. Like, there was Animax. My sister was into anime back then. She used to watch like a lot of anime, and she was a huge fan of Mia and Mamoru and stuff. So, she wanted to get me into watching anime, and she showed me Fairy Tail back then, and I was like, okay, this is a cool show. I like this. I mean.
I love the power of friendship.
Yes.
Where they defeat people with friendship. I'm like, this is like the coolest wholesome shit. I kind of like this. What the hell?
Yeah, especially like, see, the thing with Indian stuff for me is that, okay, so I'll give you guys a basic rundown of what you get in India, especially as a kid. So every like cartoon channels out there, like we got the Cartoon Networks, we got the Nickelodeons and all that, but these are Indian based. So, like, half the shows are going to be Indian cartoons, okay? And half of them suck. Not half of them, all of them suck. The Indian ones. It's badly dubbed. Like, we have, like, Shin-chan, but dubbed. Doraemon dubbed and stuff. And I was like, it's awful to watch. And then we get the English stuff, right? Like the Adventure Time, Gumball, and, those stuff. Those would be the ones I would be watching. So when I saw Animax back then, I was like, yeah, this is my haven. This is awesome. It's like all the anime that was there back in the day. Like there was Fairy Tail, and I don't remember half the shows I watched back then. I think K Project. There was K.
That was a big one in 2013.
That was fire. I love that. My sister used to be a huge fan of that too, so she would get me to that. That Letter B, back when it aired. There's a lot of shows. And I think Nisekoi as well. No, Nisekoi was around 2016, 2015.
No, that's way later. That's 2014.
Yeah. I remember it popping over Animax. And even Mob Psycho was about to air on Animax before it shut down. So I never got to watch it, sadly, on Animax. But yeah, that was how I got into anime. Like after like Animax got shut down, I kind of stopped watching anime. But then like 2016, 2017, I started watching Attack on Titan, and I was like hooked.
Oh, you got. Did you get recommended Attack on Titan, or
no? It's back in the day, I used to watch a lot of like Watch Mojo stuff. Yeah, so there was like this whole separate Attack on Titan list, and I was like, wow, okay, Attack on Titan is very popular. Might as well check it out. And I watched the first episode, and I'm like, okay, yeah, this is my shit. I'm hooked. Watched the whole first season, rewatched it.
Attack on Titan's definitely, especially the first season, that's I think I binged that show in like one sitting.
Yeah, I did too. Like Attack on Titan. Then I was like in that Attack on Titan fanboy phase for like 2 months. And then I was like, okay, I need to watch something else. I just can't be an anime fan just because I watched Attack on Titan. So I was like, all right, fine. And then my second show, regrettably, was Sword Art Online. And I was a fanboy of that for like 3 months. Like, I didn't watch anything other than Sword Art Online for like 3 months. And that means I rewatched it a lot. Season 1 and Season 2. And the OVA that, I think, was there? Yeah, the OVA was there around that time as well. And then after that, I started watching more shows. Full Metal Alchemist and some rom-com. And then, well, here we are now.
Yeah, that is actually interesting that, well, you watched anime from like a YouTube video, basically getting recommended from a YouTube video.
Yeah.
And then I don't know how you got recommended SAO, but I mean, it's just like one of the popular shows at the time. But, you still didn't know about like the seasonal shows yet.
Yeah. I got into SAO because I was like scrolling through the animes that I wanted to watch. So back in the day, I used to have this one Nokia phone. The old Nokia touchscreen ones. They had the ones with the Windows Store and shit. So their Kiss anime was available on mobile. So I was like scrolling through like the whole anime list that they had, and then I saw SAO, and I was like reading the synopsis, and I was like, okay, I mean, like video game getting stuck. I mean, that's my shit, like, okay, video games and people getting stuck. I'm a huge video game guy, so perfect. Then I watched it, and I was like, okay, I love this. At first, yeah. Then the whole fairy dance arc happened, and I was like, what the fuck is going on? And I was a kid, and I'm seeing all this shit. I'm like, I was like, I wouldn't say traumatized. I was like weirded out. But still, I watched it. Season 2 happened. Yeah, and I was like kind of a SAO fanboy day one. And that's something that I would proudly say, I guess.
It's weird, right?
Yeah.
When the first time I heard about SAO,
yeah,
even though that was before I even made it, because the SAO came out in 2012.
Yeah,
it wasn't even 2013 yet. It was 2012. I heard about it because it was in high school, and someone said, "Oh, you should really check the show out." And it wasn't even. It was crazy. It was just like somehow someone in my high school knew about it, and then they just told everyone else to watch that show. And we did watch it, and yeah, it was just more like the talk of the craze of that day. It was like the popular show of that year, or during that time of like 2012, 2013, before the next big thing, which was Attack on Titan. I heard of SAO because one of my friends in high school was just telling everybody about it.
Oh yeah, I was that dude too. When I watched SAO, I was like, whenever I had like 2-3 friends who would be into anime, and I would tell them, bro, you gotta check out SAO, man. It's such a cool anime. You gotta check out SAO, man. It's such a cool anime. You gotta check it out. Like, protagonist is so cool. He got 2 swords.
Oh no! I mean, it's fine. You were high school back then. It's fine.
Yeah, as a kid, that was okay. I mean, it was acceptable, I guess. But even though I did tell them to check it out, they do check it out, and they're like, I mean, it's a pretty cool show. They would be like, it's a pretty cool show. I mean, it's okay. And I remember recommending my friend Attack on Titan, and he was like, bro, I don't want to watch an anime with big naked people eating people. I was like, okay, fine. All right, it's okay. And then he would be talking about the next arc of Dragon Ball Super or something. He was like, bro, Goku Black is so cool. Have you seen that? And I'm like, no, I haven't. That's like my high school life right there.
I actually don't know any like super like Dragon Ball Z fans or any just Dragon Ball fans. Like, I didn't know anyone IRL.
Oh, dude,
I'm kind of glad
you're glad.
So I didn't have to hear him talk about it like every week.
It's like, bro, like Goku got another form now, and they'll be talking about the villain or something, and they're talking about lore, and I'm just confused right there, and and they would try to get me into it, and I didn't watch Dragon Ball Super. I got sick of it. I did check it out, and it was okay.
The only Dragon Ball I've watched was the OG and then Z. I think the OG. The OG is actually like just like a fun adventure.
Yeah,
and then Z, I would say I had fun with Z.
Yeah,
and I just stopped. And then there was anything off of that. I was like, nah, I'm out.
Bro, everything after Z is just not needed. Like, we went from martial arts to whatever it is right now to fighting
Yeah, it
aliens
doesn't
in
matter.
space.
I don't. Yeah.
Dude, that was yeah. So, yeah, Dragon Ball, Naruto. Oh my god, everybody here talks about Naruto, and even like the thing is with people. I used to be in Saudi Arabia, so whenever I talk with anime with people, that was back in Saudi Arabia. So when I came to India, like back to India, there were nobody who would watch anime. Yeah, like literally no one. And last year, lockdown happened. No, not last year. I mean, like I forgot that we were in 2022. 2020 lockdown happened. I went back to school afterwards because they lifted the lockdown. Had to go to school. And like half the people are watching anime now. Like everyone would come up to me back in the day when I was when we had normal classes. They would be like, "Bro, anime is so cringe." The same people would come up to me and say, "Bro, anime is actually pretty cool. Like I checked out Death Note. That's actually cool. I checked out Attack on Titan. That's actually pretty cool." And I'm like. At first, I was like, "I told you so," and then I'm like, "All right, cool. I'll recommend you more shows later." And even like kids nearby me, whenever I go outside, and they'd be talking about Naruto every single day, and they're like, "Bro, did you see that arc? Did you see this arc?" And regrettably, I still haven't watched Naruto, even though I've been in anime for like I've been an anime guy for like 5-6 years now. And I just realized that we are off a tangent. So we're gonna switch the topic. Yep, you're gonna switch the topic. So yeah, where were we? Anime. Yeah, how we got into anime.
Well, it was just how we started.
Yeah, how we started. So fairy tale. Let's hear from you. So you got into fairy tale. How did you watch more shows after that?
So yeah, we watched our fairy tale on Animax, and then when I went back to Australia, I basically just watched. I watched. At the time, it was like 120 episodes were out. I watched that in like 2 weeks.
Yeah. Yeah.
And basically after that, I just wanted to watch more shows. So I don't exactly remember how like I got recommended. Like maybe I went on YouTube or like just I Googled, I guess. I really don't remember. It was like so long ago. And I just watched, I guess, the shows that came out during that time before Titan. It was like a lot of harems or like rom-coms at the time. So like something like High School TXT came out at the time. That was a funny one. Kore wa Zombie Desu Ka. But if we're not talking about seasonals, I think the next show that I actually watched was like Maid Sama or something.
Yeah.
Maid Sama.
Kaijou Maid Sama, yep.
Just for like a rom-com. I'm like, I actually enjoyed that because like rom-coms like live action rom-coms, like anything live action dramas or series by like Hollywood or just anything. I did not like because they were like either so cheesy or like the characters like the story wouldn't be driven by great characters. It would just be driven by like
drama,
plot conveniences
Yep.
that the characters would just have to react to.
Yep.
But yeah, anime rom-coms are like, oh, this character is actually interesting, you know?
Yep. Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. For like, I think one of one of the things for me is that I go through phases when it comes to genres, whether it may be the overpowered shonen protagonist thingy or rom-coms and harem anime or rom-coms and stuff like that. So yeah, recently I was watching a lot of like rom-coms, and even though they get stereotypical at times, like you can predict what's gonna happen or what arc is gonna happen, like the mandatory cultural festival arc or the fireworks episode or something like that. It's actually pretty fun to watch, for me at least, like rom-coms and stuff. So one of the things that we all know you for is that you are a huge KyoAni fan. So what was your first KyoAni show that you watched, and what was your experience?
My first KyoAni show, actually, what was? I think it was. It's not Clannad. Is Har? No, it's not Hari. Is it Hari? No, surely not. Hang on. I'm trying to remember. I have to Google this.
Oh boy.
What was it? I know it wasn't Clannad. Hang on. No, it might have been. No, it might have been Haruhi. It was Haruhi actually. Yes,
Yeah.
I do remember watching Haruhi in like I want to say 2015, and I was like, yeah, I'm not into this. I thought it was like at the time I thought it was like really cliche because I've already seen like the anime high school setting,
Yeah.
and then people who have these like weird quirks
Yeah.
or whatnot, and then like they just go on like wacky misadventures, and it's also episodic, so there's no really any overarching story. So I was like, yeah, I'm kind of bored by this. But I think that was my actual first KyoAni show.
Man, I don't even remember my first KyoAni show. Shit. It's been a while. It's actually been a while. But yeah, Haruhi was like my most memorable one, I think. What was my first KyoAni show? Fuck. I might have to Google mine too. Crap.
I think it's Haruhi. I think mine is Haruhi.
Yeah. What's my... Is it Juni? No, there's no it's Junibu. Oh, crap. I don't remember. It's not Kobayashi the Dragon Maid. It's not Hibiki. Yeah, it's not a show, but it's a movie, so I guess it's pretty guessable. It's Silent Voice. That was my first.
That was your first one?
Yeah, that was my first KyoAni show. I remember.
That was your first one? You started with the best, and now it all goes downhill? What?
Like
that's crazy.
Yeah, I started with Koi no Katachi because I remember I was like on a movie binge, like when I started. So first I watched was like I think it was crap, I forgot. Yeah, I remember it was my second anime movie. I know that for sure. What was my first one? Crap. Shit. I need to Google again. Was it Your Name? Oh wait, it's Your Name. Yeah, my first anime movie was Your Name because I saw it on Instagram and I was like, oh, it's got cool aesthetics.
I mean that is like the year anime blew up.
Yep.
If I'm thinking,
yeah,
I remember that. It's funny because Your Name came out was released in Australian theaters like 1 year before anyone saw it, as in anyone besides Japan.
Yeah,
I was like, you know what? This is Shinkai's best film so far because they actually like the characters actually interact somewhat, and he's got like a story that isn't just a girl and a boy that goes, will they, won't they?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and then 1 year later, when it premiered at AX 2017, it fucking blew up, and now it's the highest grossing. Well, actually, it's not anymore.
Yeah.
It's the second highest grossing anime film. But at the time, before the Demon Slayer movie, it was the highest grossing anime film of all time. And I was like, wow.
I think it was like right after that. Like the first time an anime movie got premiered in theaters here in India was the Dragon Ball Super movie. That was the first movie, if I remember correctly. Yeah, that was the first one. There was a lot of fanfare for it because it's Dragon Ball, of course. And then the second movie was Weathering with You. When it came out, it had good reception. So maybe we'll see more anime here in India. I hope so. I want to see some movies. I mean, anime movies in India. Honestly, I never had. That would be cool to watch in theaters because everyone's fans are pretty cool, especially when you go and check out like Marvel shows. Like any Marvel movies that they released, like people here are so crazy with Marvel movies and stuff. You can like see it. Like when I watched No Way Home like 2 weeks ago, everyone the audience was just crazy for that. So maybe like anime has grown so much, so probably we'll get more fans like that. So again, we're going off a tangent here. Ugh. Screw it. Okay, KyoAni show. My first one was Koi no Katachi. I remember watching it and I did not understand a single shit about it because I was so new into like those sort of stuff, like into film, like anything like film media, because I used to watch movies, yeah, but I just watch it for the sake of watching it and not understand much.
Just for entertainment, right?
Yeah.
Which is, that's fine. That's like, most people. Most people just watch things for entertainment and then don't think anything deeply beyond that, which is fine. Mm-hmm. Like, that's how most people experience things.
Yeah, so when I like watched Koi no Katachi for like the first time, I didn't understand anything about it. Then the second time, I watched it with my sister. And that was when the movie clicked for me. Like, I was like, okay, this was deeper than I thought. This and Your Name as well, because I didn't understand Your Name that much. Right? So then I rewatched it, and then it hit me like the dude is not only body swapping, he's traveling back in time thing. That clicked me the second time I watched it. Because the first time I watched it, I was like, what the fuck is going on here? I was like legit confused after I was done with the anime. Second time I watched it, made sense. And I'm like, oh, okay, now it makes sense. Yeah, I'm a genius. Yeah, that's how dumb I was when I was watching anime for the first time. But yeah, I guess I think I'm doing better now.
I mean, it's fine because you're like, how old were you at the time when you're watching it?
15.
Yeah, I mean that's fine. Like, I don't anytime anyone's like basically like even 18 or like below, if they haven't experienced media that much, like they're not gonna they don't know what to expect. Well, they don't know what to expect when watching media. So it's just like, oh, this thing happens.
Yeah.
What? Yeah. Like they don't understand the concept. It's like, if you're a high schooler, it doesn't matter. Just watch what you want to watch.
Yep. So first Q&A show. What's your favorite Q&A show?
Planet After Story.
That's everyone's favorite anime. Man, I remember Planet After Story being so sad. I was depressed for like 3 days. That shit hit me hard. Planet After Story.
Yeah, I don't cry with media, but that show is, I mean, I don't want to be hyperbolic or exaggerating saying life-changing, but to me, it was. It was.
It opened eyes for me, that's for sure.
I would say not to spoil it because I know someone who's watching hasn't seen it. Someone's like, I'm not gonna talk about it. Yeah,
we're gonna tread the spoiler-free territory. So 2021's over. I forgot to say this. This is our first episode of 2022. So welcome to 2022, listeners of Behind the Frames. So 2022 is over. 2021's over. 2022. Fuck, Rick. 2021's over, and we've seen a lot of shows this year. So for you, what was like the standout seasonal or sequel or movie? What was like the standout show for you from like the anime?
Oh, here we go. This is I can actually talk about.
Yep.
Are we going to include like live action as well? No. I can include live action.
Nah, I don't think anyone's going to.
No live action. Wow.
And actually include it. No problem. No problem.
Okay, the best anime that I've watched last year.
Yeah.
Including sequels, it's Re:Zero season 2. Like,
that's easy.
I mean, kind of easy, but like at the time, if anyone's seen my video, like. Especially on season 1, I was just like, this is entertaining, but it's just like
it's just there.
I literally am the guy, or not the guy, but like I'm the person who's like, Subaru's a bad main character.
Oh, dude,
the show is insufferable. I was that person. Right?
Yeah.
But then, after a few years went by, like, because like season 2 came out like 5 years after, I was like, okay, it's a bit more entertaining. I can see what it's trying to do with like, Subaru's redemption and all that.
Yeah.
And then when I watched season 2, I had like not that much expectation besides just like, it's just going to continue where it left off. And then season 2 happened. I'm like, this just recontextualized all of season 1 for me. And I'm like, holy shit, this show, why is this show like the best? Okay, that's not hard to do. The best isekai ever made, but it's like genuinely one of the best shows I've seen.
Yep.
Which is, I wouldn't have thought that.
Yeah.
Watching the first season.
Yeah.
So that's why it's like kind of surprising for me to have it as my favorite show of last year.
Yeah, I mean, like, I know a dude who's a huge Re:Zero fan, and he's like, dude, season 1 to season 2 is gonna come out, it's gonna be the best thing ever. And I watched season 1 a long time ago, so I was like skeptical about it. I was like, all right, cool. I mean, I wasn't that huge fan of it in season 1. I liked it, not a huge fan. Not to the point that it is isekai of best isekai of all time. Not like that. So then,
it is. I don't think there's like you can point to another isekai that's better than Re:Zero.
Yeah, that's very hard.
But before Mushoku Tensei, like just like in that year before it, what was there? There's nothing.
Yeah,
really.
Yeah,
maybe you can say like Log Horizon, maybe.
Yeah,
but like there wasn't much competition.
Yeah, like I didn't think that it was Isekai of the year, but I did think that it was a really good show. Like, ReZero was a good show. It was entertaining. It was pretty fun to watch. And then season 2 came by, and I was literally blown away. That show was just crazy. Like, part 1, part 2. If you guys haven't watched ReZero yet, go check it out. Like, it is crazy. And also, another show, 2021, Mushogote.
Oh, your
Tensei as
mic's
well.
your mic's doing the
What?
it's like static.
Oh, crap. Is it okay now?
Just talk again.
Hello?
Yeah, it's fine now.
Oh, okay, so it was the cable. Oh, crap. Okay, another isekai. Again, isekai. For me, like, the top 3 shows, I think one of them has to be Mushoku Tensei as well. Like, ReZero is there, Mushoku Tensei is there as well, because I was blown away by the world building by that show. Like, and the characters in that anime. Like, whenever I talk to people, one of the things that they tell me before, like, most people would tell me it has like the crazy story, world building and stuff, and it's got great animation. So I was like, I thought that I would check it out, and I didn't think I would be that hooked to Mushoku Tensei, especially like after part 2. I'm like waiting for season 2 or something right now, because it's been a while since I've been that hooked into a show. Okay, so back to the question. Show that impressed you the most. Was there any anime movie that impressed you in 2021? Wait, did any anime movies come out?
Josei the Tiger and the Fish.
Ah, yes. Oh, yeah, I watched that too.
I'm pretty sure that is the only one that came out that year.
2021. There's that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no. End of Ava came out. Never mind. End of Ava. What am I talking about? Oh yeah. I'm looking at my films list, and no, there's not. Yeah, there's only 2 anime films that I watched that came out last year. It was Ava 4.0 and Josei the Tiger and the Fish. So yeah, I mean, what I enjoyed the most, probably Josei the Tiger and the Fish.
Yeah.
Ava 4 is just like it feels like a film where Anno just straight up wants to be done with Ava. It's like it gives you a concrete ending, and it really doesn't matter what you think of it or not. It's just like, yeah, this is like the good ending of Ava, because during the series and the end of Evangelion, the 1998 one, was like, I'm depressed and everyone can go die.
Yeah, it was literally just fuck off.
Ava 4.0 is like more hopeful, and maybe it's a bit more like things like happen that it feels a bit like out of nowhere, like especially to do with Mari's character and what happened at the end. But other than that, it's just like it's just the final page of a book. It's like, we don't have to talk about this anymore. Yeah. Until inevitably gets another rebuild, a rebuild of a rebuild. But we'll see in the future in like 20 years.
Yeah. Imagine if Evangelion gets another rebuild. Holy crap. But I mean,
not that surprising. Yeah. It won't be that surprising.
Yeah, it's a really successful series, so of course it could happen. But for me, from anime movie perspective, I'm going to talk about a really underrated show, and that is Shujo Kageki Revue Starlight. I hope everyone's heard of it. I hope you have you heard of it?
I've seen this the anime. I haven't seen the movie.
So the movie came out this year. It's a 2-hour
last
movie.
Year?
Yeah.
Or this year?
This year, 2021. It came out like on June, July.
So last year then.
Oh, crap. I keep forgetting it's 2022. My bad. So yeah, last year, 2021. So it came out on June 2021. The Blu-ray came out on December, I think. I watched it like 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, I guess. Yeah, 2 weeks ago. Yeah, right before New Year's, I watched it, and my God, that movie is just I just can't explain it. It's like one of those so good movies that you can't explain it sort of movie. Like the crap. I think what they did with that movie was that they just whatever made the series so good, they just amplified it and they just made it even better. Like, the OST was just so beautiful. Like, the anime had an amazing OST. They just made it even better in the movie. The characterization, like, one of the things about the movie was that it was more like an end to the whole series, because Revue Starlight has like 3 universes, you could say. The anime verse, there's a game for it, the game verse, and the stage play mangaverse that they have. So the stage play mangaverse is almost like over. The game, I don't give a fuck about the game because I heard it's horrible. Then there's the anime, and the movie was kind of like concluding the anime verse.
The anime story.
Yeah, anime story. So it's like they're like picking up where they left off with season 1 with the series, like after like their whole performance, the whole Starlight performance, and what is next? What is next for these characters? What are they? Well, they're like at their last year of high school, so what are they gonna do next? And it's like the movie's purpose is to like show us what's their answer to it. And I think after like the series ended, there was like this OVA called Rondo Rondo Rondo. That showed a slight tease of what was gonna happen in the movie, and they showed a lot of blood, so everyone was crazy. Yeah, we're going crazy. Like, was the movie gonna be like they're gonna kill each other or something? Which I'm not gonna spoil. But yeah, the movie was insane. Like, might be. I want to say ReZero is like my most favorite show, but Revy Starlight came out of nowhere for me. Like, even the anime for me was like so good. I was like, it's like one of my most underrated shows of all time list. That's for sure. Revy Starlight. And the movie just topped
that's
it.
fair.
Yeah.
I know some people who are like hardcore Review Starlight fans, and I can see like why the film would like be really well or like amplify all the good aspects about it.
Yeah, and I
mean, Review was a good show for me, but like it didn't hit me like personally. Like I wasn't emotionally invested in any of the characters really. I was like, this is like a really interesting show with like, I don't know, the concept and ideas are like all extravagant, like because they're putting on a theater play in like a fantasy world almost, kind of.
Yep.
And so I can see like how a film would like be even more crazy.
Yeah, like one of the things that Bushiroad did so good with that series was the fact that they were ready to be unique with it, because the company that is behind Review, that is Bushiroad, what other series they have on? They have Bang Dream, the music band series. They have D for DJ, another music series, and they have Review. And the thing that Review does so different is the fact that they're doing stage plays, and when you check their like Seiyu casting as well, it's not just not only just not like well-known seiyus that they got in, but also people who are experienced in stage plays. So whenever they do these stage plays IRL as well, with their own story and stuff. So that, like, Bushiroad were really willing to, make Review so good. And the fact that it's unique as well. I mean, I don't think... Yeah, there was the other Stage Girls show that I forgot. Crap, it's a pretty old one. Oh, crap, I forgot its name. Damn it. There was that, and I've heard like Revy was based on that. I hope there's some Revy fans in there in the chat. I know we have some Revy fans here, but yeah, I heard it was based on that. And let me try if my internet. Oh, okay. So yeah, where were we? Yeah, Bushiroad. So yeah, they were willing to make the show good, and the series as a whole, actually. There's the game. If you guys want to check it out, you guys can check it out too. But I wouldn't recommend it because I didn't like it one bit. It's just a gacha game with a extravagant plot, but that's about it. So yeah, back to where we were. Anime movie. Yeah, Shizugaki Revy Starlight would be up top for me, or along with Josie the Tiger and the Fish movie. That was a really good movie. That was a good feel good movie.
Yeah, that's just like a drama anime film that's done pretty well, I would say, and the visuals on that is really something to see in theaters, because anime, I don't know why anime films actually come out in theaters in Australia. Probably because we're really close to Japan, is what I'm guessing, and it's like just really easy to do.
Yeah,
but yeah, the only other one was Ava 4.0, and yeah, I think I think everything that's can ever be said about Ava 4.0, people have already made videos or talked about it online everywhere.
Yeah.
Just because it's Ava.
Yeah. So okay, we were talking about movies. So what about live action? What was your favorite show?
Easy. Show live action show.
Yeah. Live action movie, not show, movie.
Movie, that's easy. It's June. It's not even close.
Oh yeah, I heard about Dune. I didn't actually watch it yet.
I'm a cinephile, so I actually like cinema as well. Like I watch a lot of films, or try to, at least if they come out.
Yeah.
And June, director Denis Villeneuve, one of the greatest directors right now.
Yeah.
And if people don't know, he's made. I can go through his filmography right now. Made Prisoners, one of the best detective thrillers I've ever seen.
Yeah.
They made Arrival. Blade Runner 2049. And now he directed Dune, the adaptation.
Yeah.
The new adaptation, not the old one. And Roger Deakins, if anyone who is a cinephile knows who that is, he's like one of the best director of photographers or cinematographers out there in film. And Dune is honestly, like visual wise, is one of the best looking films I've ever seen. Like, and that's not hyperbolic or anything. Like the best visually for films I've ever seen would be like, I would say like Blade Runner 2049.
Oh, that was
or like
movie.
Something like La La Land.
Yeah.
Dune is up there.
Yeah.
Like the CGI. This is obviously the CGI should look really well, but like if you compare it to something like Marvel, they're like their budget's like in $100 millions of dollars as well.
Yep.
But Dune just looks like the world is so perfectly crafted that everything actually feels like true to life. In a Marvel film, you can tell that that's a green screen or that's just like fully CGI animated. In Dune, you feel like this world could actually exist. Like I don't do it justice by just explaining it. You just have to watch it. Yeah. And watching it in theaters was insane.
Damn it. It didn't come out here, sadly. COVID. Fuck.
Yeah.
I didn't watch a lot of live action shows this year. Live action movies this year, but the last movie that I watched was No Way Home, and that was fun.
Yeah, I did watch that. That was a good one. But Dune is better. I'm sorry. Sorry, Marvel friends. Martin Scorsese was right. If anyone knows what I'm talking about.
Damn it. I did watch No Way Home, and I was pretty happy about it. Really good movie. If you guys are Marvel fans, I mean, if there's so many Marvel fans in chat.
You don't even have to be a Marvel fan. If you're just a Spider-Man fan of like even the Sam Raimi ones, you just watch Spider-Man 3. I don't even recommend you watch like the first two Tom Holland Spider-Man because I don't really care for them that much. But the third one's like actually got genuine heart, and the best of all, it's got stakes. It's got consequences. So, the
thing with Homecoming and Far From Home was that it's more like, they have the whole cinematic verse, right? This whole Marvel cinematic universe and stuff. So with Homecoming, it's kind of like, we're setting up Spider-Man as this guy in this verse and how he gets to know Tony and stuff like that. And with Far From Home, it's more like, okay, Tony. Oh crap! I can't say that now. There might be people who haven't watched Endgame, so sorry about that.
What do you haven't watched? No, no, there's no way. No way. No, I refuse to believe if you're on the internet and you watch films or you watch even Marvel, you know what happens at the end of Endgame.
All right,
you've seen it on the internet. I don't care. You've seen it.
Okay, screw it. I'm gonna spoil it. So after
Iron Man dies, I don't care. You've seen it. I don't care. This is like Darth Vader saying, "I am your father," but like, you know it. If you're Zoomer, you know it. I'm sorry.
All right. So
I'm sorry. I'm not sorry.
Okay. For Marvel, for people who haven't watched Endgame, you can skip a bit right now. But if you guys have watched it, you can listen to it. So Tony dies. After Tony dies in like Endgame, and then it's kind of like how Peter moves on from that and how he becomes
he has to become independent. Basically, he can't solely he can't be not independent, dependent on his parental figures.
Yeah, and then No Way Home is just Man, that movie was actually pretty good. Now that I think about it, yeah. Even though I did have like when I watched the movie, I did have like 1, 2 issues, probably with like Sandman being there. Like he's just there, you know.
No, no, no. He's there because his powers are actually cool. As in,
Yeah.
like, it's cool to animate it.
Yeah.
Who's there is just the fucking lizard. He didn't do shit.
Oh yeah, Lizard. Yeah,
He's just there.
yeah, Lizard.
Oh, his
is-
introduction. It's just Doctor Strange going, "Oh yeah, captured him in a sewer."
and he's like,
That's
hi.
it. That's his introduction.
He's like, hi, hi, I'm the Lizard. But yeah, the Doctor Octopus conclusion was like when they fix that thing on his neck. That part was really like heartwarming for me because one of my favorite like villains from like the whole Spider-Man movie verse, including Amazing Spider-Man and Spider-Man, was Doctor Octopus because I loved his I loved Spider-Man 2, and how like Doctor Octopus became who he is right now, and to see that they fixed it and he's like when he meets the Spider-Man when he meets, crap. I forgot everyone's names. Damn it, I'm sweating here.
Wait, whose names? The other Spider-Man?
Yeah, there's Andrew Garfield.
Andrew and Toby.
Yeah, Toby. When he meets like Toby and he's like, yeah, how are you doing? And Toby's like, he says all the stuff. Ah, crap. It's movie's a bit fuzzy for me right now. But yeah, that part was just really heartwarming and stuff. I kind of and then the scene where Andrew saves MJ, which is kind of like a parallel
redemption.
to
I mean, Andrew's Garfield was the best Spider-Man in like the last act, I should say.
Yep. I feel like thing is though, after like No Way Home, everyone's like, "Bro, Amazing Spider-Man 2 was just overhated," or "Spider-Man 3 was just overhated." And
It's just the internet. It's just like, you know who the fake fans are.
Yeah.
You know who they are.
Yeah, like I did not like Spider-Man 3, even though it was like weirdly my first Spider-Man.
I like Spider-Man 3 ironically because that's just like such a memeable movie. Like I love Billy Maguire.
Yeah,
I just love that.
I still remember that the dance scene was just damn it. That was hilarious. That and I didn't like the black suit though. Back when I was a kid, I loved that black suit. That Venom suit was cool. Not Venom. I mean, when he got the black suit. Then there was Amazing Spider-Man 2, which is just there. I didn't like it that much personally. I remember when I was going back to India for vacation. I watched it on the flight. They had it on the flight TV, so. I saw Amazing Spider-Man 2 and I was like, all right, you know what? Let's watch it. And I think because in the flight they had to censor a lot of stuff, they actually cut like the scene where Peter's the flight scene, where Peter's mom dies and his father and they crash and stuff. Wait, wasn't that Spider-Man 1? Yeah, that was Amazing Spider-Man 1.
Amazing Spider-Man 1, yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. Oh yeah, 2.
Why they censored that? What?
Yeah, they actually censored that. I was like, it felt weird because I was like, wait,
oh my God.
What the fuck happened? And then I watched the movie again on TV, and then I saw, oh, they died. The plane crashed and they died. Okay, yeah, I remember watching Amazing Spider-Man 2 at home. Yeah, that was how I watched it.
I watched basically all of them. I think
theaters.
in theaters, but the thing about Amazing Spider-Man movies, or the thing that I remember is just that it wasn't written like very well, like any of like the villains or like any particular story. But I just know that Andrew Garfield was like he did a pretty good performance as just being Peter Parker.
Yeah,
and then the dynamic with Gwen was just really good. And in Amazing Spider-Man 2, where she dies and there's like this montage of him like mourning her death, that was actually like kind of like emotional at times just for him, just because of Andrew Garfield's like straight up like great performance.
But
other than that, I don't remember anything about the films.
Well, I watched the deleted scenes after that movie. there's like the scene where he, the montage happens, right? So right after that, Peter's dad comes back and he says that he didn't actually die or something in the deleted
What?
scenes.
No,
Yeah,
that's a
yeah.
fake. That's
No,
fake.
no, no,
What?
no. It's legit. I'm not kidding you. That's legit. He actually comes back and he said he had to stay in hiding or something. And then after that, they have like a talk and how just crap, like how he missed him and blah blah blah. Yeah, there's an actual deleted scene. I'm not capping. You guys can check it out on YouTube. It's actually on YouTube. It's actually on YouTube. That and the Electro, the villain dude. They showed his family, which they didn't do in the actual movie. They showed his family. Then what else? The Green Goblin. They showed his transformation. These are all deleted scenes, by the way. Gwen getting accepted into Oxford and stuff.
Why do you remember all of this?
Because I just recently rewatched it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I watched it just recently, so I just remember. I remember some of them. I don't remember all of them though. I think the biggest shocker for me was that Peter's dad comes back. That shit rocked me. I was like, no way, this is legit. And then I checked it, and it was actually legit. That okay. So yeah, we went off on a tangent here. So but for me, other than the movies, I do actually check out the games and stuff as well. Not the recent Spider-Man game. I still haven't touched anything related to that, the PS4 game, because I don't have a console, sadly. But the older ones, like Edge of Time or Shattered Dimensions, those were fun to play. And they had some cool story as well. I like any Spider-Man where they introduce new Spider-Mans and stuff, like, like the 2099 Spider-Man or who's in Shattered Dimensions? The Noir Spider-Man. There's the Ultimate Spider-Man. There are like 4 Spider-Mans in that game. Edge of Time had 2099 and normal Peter. Then there's the Into the Spider-Verse movie. God, I love that. Have you watched it?
Of course I watched it.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, that's the best. Yeah, that's the best Spider-Man media.
Yeah,
I think easily.
Yep.
I mean, anyone who's seen it is just like you just know this is like it took like them 5 years to make something like that. But you just know that's the best one.
It's just so.
I want to rewatch it again. I've only seen it one time, so
yeah, I need to rewatch it.
I don't really remember.
Yeah, I need to rewatch that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You mentioned games. I'm just like I don't play games besides multiplayer games because I don't want to be toxic to people. I don't play games for the story. I'm sorry. I play games to be toxic.
Yeah, I'm more of a single player guy. I don't play a lot of multiplayer, sadly. I just grew up a single player guy.
Playing games for me is like it has to be multiplayer, so I know that this dude's just worse than me. He's just bad. I'm sorry, dude.
Yeah,
just get better.
Just get good, but I am trying to get into the multiplayer side. I just didn't grow up with COD. I just grew up more with racing games when I was a kid. So I was a huge Need for Speed guy when I was like 7. I had like Need for Speed on my laptop and I used to play that a lot, and then I started to branch out a bit. I didn't play COD. Like the thing is, like, if you're in an Indian household, you don't get to own a console. You don't get to buy games. If you want to play games, you gotta pirate it. And so that's how I used to play my games. So yeah, never played any multiplayer games other than like Counter-Strike for like 5 days until I got sick of it because everyone's so good at it, and I was just awful. I was played for 5 days and then.
Playing FPS when you literally just started is a bit. It's better to play on console than.
And the worst part is, I remember I didn't have a mouse. I had a laptop, right? So I would be playing on my mouse pad. And I would be hearing.
Painful.
Yeah. I actually I play with my mouse pad. I played Counter-Strike with my mouse pad, guys. Can you believe that? And I lasted for 5 days. Then I was like, I got sick of it and I actually deleted it. But
I think that's worst. playing an FPS with a trackpad than with a controller. Because at
Yep.
least with controller, you get aim assist.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Yep.
Oh, mousepad. Oh, not mousepad. It's trackpad. But oh my god, that is painful.
Ah, dude. Okay, so talking about games, actually, what's like your first game? What did you grow up playing?
I remember my first game, Pokemon, probably on. If I can remember, it's probably Pokemon.
Pokemon.
Pokemon, like I want to say Leaf Green. I think.
Hey, somebody's saying Space Pinball. Oh, that shit was nostalgic.
I mean, I'm not gonna count like computer games that are like just free, right? You have
Yeah.
something that you have to pay for.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
So I would say Pokemon, like Leaf Green.
Something that I paid for. Only recently I started paying for my games. So, but yeah, first game I actually bought. What was the first game that I actually bought? I think it was Rainbow Six. Yeah, I think it was Rainbow Six Siege that I bought. Yep, it was my first game that I actually bought, and it was like 300 rupees. It was like on sale, and I was like, okay, let's put. Like the moment my parents got me a bank account, the first thing I did was buy a game. So yeah, I made my parents proud. Crap, what was it? Yeah, Rainbow Six. And then there was sales, and I bought like the whole Batman Arkham series and stuff. So yeah. My first actual game wasn't the game that I pirated. I think that was like Midtown Madness. I think that was like a old racing game by which studio was it? The crap. It was one of Rockstar Studios associates. I mean, I think it was Rockstar North or South. I don't remember which one it was. So before they were Rockstar, they were known as Angel Studios. So they made this game called Midtown Madness for Microsoft. They made like 3 games, and then they were pretty much done for. So that was like my first ever game. Then played Need for Speed, and then I've been into racing and stuff. So yeah, I'm also a motorsport guy because of me crashing into other cars. But yeah. What's like your favorite genre? I can guess it's gonna be FPS. So, what's your favorite genre of like games? That
It's FPS then, because I was a COD and Halo player.
Yeah.
I still enjoy like just shooting people. I play Counter Strike.
Yep.
Kind of still, like not that often anymore.
Yeah.
But I do watch the pro scene. Yes. Follow that very almost like. I follow that almost like I follow anime. It's pretty funny. I used to play a lot of Smash, but after the allegations in 2020, it's just like, oh, I don't want to be, I don't want to be seen as Rudius from Mushoku Tensei, if you know what I mean.
All right. I was gonna ask another question, but then my mind went blank. So, all right, let's go back to anime again.
It's FPS.
Yeah, FPS. So, but back to anime again. So, around like, what was it, 3 years back? We're going KyoAni again. So, around like 3-4 years back, I don't remember exactly, was the whole KyoAni studio when fire thing happened. So, when you heard the news, like, what was going through your mind, like, one of your like favorite studios and this shit happens?
Yeah, I think that was like one of the worst weeks I've ever had.
Yeah.
It was just like, what do you do really? There's nothing you can do because you don't live in Japan.
Yeah.
And you don't have the power to do anything besides just donate to the thing. Yeah. And it was just like it's not really any words for it, right? You just hope like you can't hope as in like, oh, some people don't get affected, but it's like you just know that when the news hit, it's just like so many people were already, or there's like the body count was already there, and then like so many more people were in the hospital. So yeah, it was just like, honestly, I don't even remember like what I did like that week.
Yeah,
I actually can't remember. It was just like one of the worst feelings.
For me, when I was in 10th grade, I just moved to India, and I was actually in a hostel, so I was kind of like in boarding school, you could say. So when I got back home, like, I was at my relative's house, and They don't know anime stuff, okay? They don't know anything about it. So one day, one of my relatives came up to me and they told me like, did you hear like a Japanese Japanese animation studio went under fire? And at that time, I was like, okay, fine, okay. Like, I was pretty shocked that they knew the news because it doesn't get covered here. Yeah, they heard it from the news from the TV, so it might have been
because it was one of the worst terror attacks since World War II in Japan. That's why it got covered.
Yeah, and when I heard that, I was like, okay, fine. And then I was scrolling through my Google, and then I saw that KyoAni was under fire, and I was just shocked. Like I was like, fuck no, this isn't legit. I was at the denial stage already, and then I read about it and I saw videos from people, and I was just like devastated for like the whole 2-3 days that I went through, because you can't imagine stuff like this, right? Like, just, the people there, how much their families, one of their family members dying, and how much their life changes, and just because some idiot. What was the artisan's reason? What was he? Was it crazy? I don't remember anything after.
He was crazy. I know the reason, but it's just crazy.
Yeah, it's just.
And I don't want to show any spotlight to that. It doesn't matter his reason, right?
Yeah, it's just stupid, honestly. And I think that was like one of the moments. See, for me personally, when like that was kind of like when I felt sad about stuff, because like whenever I'm a fan of something, like whenever my parents, like if they're a fan of a singer or if they're a fan of something, and when they pass away, they get that feeling of sadness, right? I never knew that when I was a kid. And when I heard like first the KyoAni thing, before that, like Chester Bennington from Linkin Park committing suicide and stuff, those were like, those hit me hard. And the KyoAni one was something that hit me a bit too hard. But yeah, it took me like it was like I was like back home for the weekend, so I was kind of like depressed for like 3 days in my hostel, and they were just asking, what the hell is wrong with you? Like the people in charge were like, the heck is wrong with you? But yeah, I think it's really good to see that they're coming back, though, honestly.
Yeah, the one good thing that I guess came out of that was just like the whole community rallying behind like the tragedy, as in like even people outside of the just anime community came in to help.
Yeah,
which was at least like nice to see.
Yeah. So okay, so this is a pretty interesting question, because you uploaded a video a while back talking about what if anime went mainstream. Yeah?
Oh god.
Yeah?
That's a video response to Gig Up, when video responses were a thing.
Yeah. Now in 2022, we like after like the lockdown and stuff, there's been a huge influx in anime viewers, and anime has become a lot more mainstream, also thanks to Netflix and stuff. So how much do
thanks to also online creators as well?
Yeah, online creators.
Like besides like the media, it's just like online creators going, "Hey, anime is really cool as well. You know, Demon Slayer, Ninja, the greatest anime of all time. Oh, great, Ninja. Thank you for your insight. You know, gamer."
But yeah, how much do you think that video aged? And how much do you think,
dude, honestly, I don't remember what I said in that video. That's 8 years ago. I don't recall it. Basically, if it's a video that 2013 videos, I actually don't recall.
Yeah. Yep.
I actually just don't recall, straight up. So, I think I don't remember. What did I say? If you remember, what did I say? I straight up don't remember.
I don't remember. All right, somebody has to watch that video now. Anyone in chat, please speedrun that video. Thank you very much.
No, don't watch that video. It's really bad. The quality is bad. The video editing, it's just straight up bad. Maybe what I say may be like, I think I say like, it shouldn't become mainstream, something like that, because I was like a really edgy teen when I made it, and it was
this man's gatekeeping. What the hell?
Yeah, I was gatekeeping. Eddie was like, "Oh, we're gonna have like a lot of fake fans who literally say, oh, Sword Art Online is the best anime ever." Blah blah.
Bruh.
Now, my opinion now is like, I don't give a fuck, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But just don't make claims that things are the best anime ever.
Yeah.
Ninja, please don't. Just,
Oh,
I mean,
Lord.
you can say it's good. Just don't make claims. Come on, guys.
Yeah, I think one of
Obviously, you're gonna make
yeah.
claims. Otherwise, you gotta get that CPM. You know, you gotta get the click through. That's why.
So one of the cool things about anime being mainstream for me, again, as I said, like after like lockdown and when I went back to school, everyone's watching anime, and I was like crazy. That was crazy for me because when I started watching anime, nobody was into anime, and everyone thought it was just Japanese or Chinese cartoon, not Japanese. Even back then, people didn't care about it that much. They're like, "Oh, you watch Chinese cartoons? Well, good for you. I watch Chinese cartoon. It's called Pokemon." That was what everyone said to me back then. But now it's just everyone's watching anime, and it's pretty cool. Like, yeah, I mean, like for like people who came up during a time when anime wasn't accepted, like he's a weeb or shit, and now just everyone watching anime. That's quite a how the tables have turned stuff, right? But I think it's pretty cool because people can like check out shows, animes that are really like good and on par with some like live action shows out there as well. My sister watched like Attack on Titan like recently, like last year when season 1 was airing. No, after it was done airing, or I think it was when it was airing.
Season 4?
Yeah, season 4. So she never watched Attack on Titan. I told her to watch Attack on Titan when I watched it, like 3-4 years ago, but she wouldn't watch it because she was like, "Oh no, it's violent. Oh no, it's naked people eating people." So she never watched it. Then I told her to check it out recently, and she was like, "All right, fine, I'll check it out." And she loved season 1. When she thought that season 1 was pretty cool, then season 2 came, which I watched alongside with her because one, I needed to force her to watch it because she's one of those people who would like not watch the show afterwards. So I was like, "You need to watch this." So I would sit alongside her and I would watch it, and she just loved season 2, and she was doing like English literature, like in college. She passed. She graduated, of course. Now she's doing English related jobs. So she watched season 2, season 3, and season 4, and she just loved it because she's one of those people who watches a lot of English series, live action series as well, and Korean stuff as well. So, and she was like, "This is like the best thing I ever watched, like Attack on Titan." And so she like on her last year of last year of college, she had a thesis to write, and she wrote about Evangelion. Yeah, Evangelion and BoJack Horseman, and about how I don't remember what it was about though, but I did remember there was a pretty in-depth analysis of Shinji and Evangelion. Yeah, I remember that. I remember reading that, and I was like,
the video essay, except it's actually academic.
Yep. Yeah. I would wonder, like, whenever I make anime videos, I would wonder, like, oh my god, am I a genius or something? Like, no way I'm explaining all this at times. I do think that. So, about anime being mainstream, it's actually pretty cool to me because I feel like, even in college now, whenever I talk with people, they're like, not only just anime, like Korean dramas as well. I've seen people watch a lot of Korean stuff as well, and it's really cool to see that people are accepting different kinds of media. I mean, from different languages as well, and just enjoying stuff. And for those cinema freaks as well, like they are enjoying anime. Like whenever there are people that I know that are into movies and stuff, I would tell them to check out like Silent Voice or something, and they would love it.
Because anime becoming mainstream just makes it easier makes it easier to recommend anime to people because they know it's like, oh, this is actually like a respected medium of storytelling.
Yeah,
like it's not just live action films. Like this is like it's not just cartoon.
Yeah.
There's still some people with that mindset where like, oh, cartoons are just for kids, but it's just like either they're really old and it's like they're not going to change their mind just because they grew up with that with that mindset.
Yeah.
But otherwise, anyone who's like young, you can like easily just change their mind.
Recently, like just yesterday, I was scrolling through YouTube and I noticed a video of like a 70-year-old grandma talking about Steins Gate.
Oh, I've seen that actually. Yeah.
That was.
I know that channel.
Yeah, that was cool. Like, again, that comes back to what I was saying. Like, it's really cool to see people just talk about more kind of, and these just different kind of media, not only just anime, but these Korean dramas and stuff. One of the things about living in India is that a lot of people watch a lot of movies in India and a lot of native movies. And
the Bollywood, of course.
Yeah, they wouldn't get out of that sphere. Yeah, but like recently, I think like the recent generation, like the my sister's generation and the generation that is coming up now, like all of them, they're expanding their horizon a bit. They're watching more English stuff, watching English movies, English series, and now we got people checking out anime, Korean movies, dramas, whatever. So it's really cool to see that, and to see people like broaden their horizons a bit, check out more shows, and just appreciate these different kinds of medias. So again, we were going off on a tangent. This happens all the time with the podcast, by the way. So
it's fine.
Yeah, it's.
I mean, for people who like. Because I didn't have a lot of people in my IRL friends like watch anime, right? Because I'm literally the guy who has to be like recommend an anime show, and because they have this preconceived notion like, oh, anime is like shonen power up, is like Naruto or like ninja jutsu, like it can't be like actually like serious. But it's like it's hard for me to explain, and it's like there's this notion because I make anime videos. It's like, oh, I'm like the generic anime fan. I'll tell you, I hate anime fans, like the brainlet anime fan. Don't worry. So I have to be like, just watch Fate Zero. Just like,
it's cool.
Just do it, and then come back to me.
Yeah.
Like I have no time to explain like why I should explain this, why this is good. It's just like this is basically cinema.
Yeah.
Watch that, come back to me, and see if it's just for kids. Like I don't need to change. Like for me, I don't need to change people's minds because it's just tiring to do that.
Yeah.
It's just better to. All right, I'm gonna like put my reputation, say watch this show, and then come back to me.
Yeah. The thing with me was when I was making content, like anime content, was like, I started in high school, so not a lot of people knew about it. Like for like 3 years, nobody knew anything about it. And when I got into college, whenever I talk with people, it was like there's people on Discord and stuff. They would see my profile picture and they would assume that I'm an anime fan. And I have my YouTube linked on my profile, of course. And they would check it out.
In high school? Oh my god! I would never do that.
Not in high school. In college, high school, nobody knew that I was into.
In high school, oh my god! I would never do that. Oh Jesus!
Like 2 or 3 people would know that I'm doing the anime videos and stuff. Back in the day, I used to make these try not to secret dance along anime challenges back then. So I would have this one close friend with me. He's totally into anime. And he used to like stay at my house and stuff, so he would see me editing my videos and stuff, and I would tell him to check it out, and he would give me some pointers or something. Like it's just music, so it's pretty. It's easy to get recommendations from him. He's a huge Naruto guy, so he would give me recommendations as well. So like that for me, like that 3 years went by, and when I was in like 10th grade, there used to be this one guy. He's interested in these sort of mediums. So I got him into anime. I would tell him to check out this. I told him to check out Attack on Titan. He loved it. I told him to get into like another barrage of shows. I would tell him to check out more shonen so that he could get into it. And then I would like recommend some other shows that I really loved. But like when I like switched up my content to more video essays sort of stuff, like anime essays and stuff. I haven't made that much, but like when I got into college, when I got into college and people would see they would, I have my account linked to my Discord, so they would see it and they would check it out. And being an Indian, of course, you would have the Indian accent, right? So whenever I'm talking with my friends, I would not have my I would have my Indian accent on, with the whole hard R's and stuff. But when I'm talking in videos or whenever I'm doing podcasts and stuff, I would be talking like this more. So, one day I was we would like be on VC all the time. We would be on voice chat, just chilling out and stuff during classes or stuff. And one day I was like busy with editing, and I wasn't there for like a week, and then I got back in, and they were like, "Dude, I actually checked out your videos." And I just had a stroke. I was like, shit, they checked out my videos. Oh, God. And they were like, dude, are you from Britain or what? And I'm like, what? Why do you ask that? Like, your accent is totally different. And I would like have a hard time explaining about it. And they would check out the anime that I would actually recommend too. So I guess that's pretty good. Like, my first video of me talking about anime was Bokudachi no Remake. And people actually checked that out, and I was pretty happy, Okay, people checked it out because I talked about it. Okay, that's pretty cool. That and Star Wars Visions and stuff. So that was pretty cool for me personally, Okay, so
I mean, it's always good when you're just starting out, and then someone watches your video, and they're like, "Oh, this is actually like really interesting," and then they do check out the show.
Yeah, that's really cool. So. Okay, now asking my next question because we're going. You know what's the cool thing about this podcast? The fact that we go off tangent all the time. So, yeah, we'll go off tangent a lot more. So, I'll get the next question ready. What was I gonna ask? Yeah, Fate. You did talk about Fate. Back then, you made a video on like Fate. Like, especially
back then, Fate Stay Night 2014. I think I've only made 2 Fate videos.
6 years ago, you made the video on Fate Stay Night on Limited Blade Works, and you talked about the problems with it. And then,
yes,
yeah. So, has anything like changed after that for you? Like, would you like you watch the show and you'd be like, okay, maybe I made a mistake or something? Was there any show for you like that? Like, at first you judged it wrong, and not ReZero. We talked about ReZero.
As in, like I've watched it, or I just judged it before watching it.
No, like you watched it at first, and you were like, "Okay, this sucks," and then maybe you rewatched it in the future, and you thought that it was better, or the latter that you said, like you judged it before watching it.
I mean, if I judged it before, it's like Hunter x Hunter, K-On! And I think that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are the 2 shows that I judged before watching them, just because there's this, there's a perpetual like misrepresentation of them in the anime community.
Yeah.
Because when someone says Hunter x Hunter, because it's a shonen, I expect like the person who's saying it is like a person who only watches shonen. So I can't trust their opinion.
Yeah.
Like if you watch shonen anime and just recommend another shonen and say this is the best shonen ever, I can't trust it, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta watch more media.
Yeah. Okay.
And then K-On! The meme was, cute girls doing cute things from Gigacook's review. And then I think that perpetuated on like 4chan and everywhere. But I actually watched it and I was like, oh shit, this is actually like really good.
Thing is,
for anyone.
The thing is, when I started off watching anime, I never checked out YouTube content. Yeah. I never watched any Anituber content. That's why back in the day when I was Sword Art Online, I thought it was so cool. And then I went to YouTube, checked out videos about Sword Art Online, and I was like, wait.
No, I was on YouTube before an Anituber because I would just watch like gamers. Yeah. That's what I would watch. I would watch gamer people.
Yeah, back in the day, I used to I grew up just watching shit on YouTube. So I was into YouTube, but just that I wouldn't I would watch anime and that was it. I wouldn't go out, check out on any other website. Like back in the day, I didn't even know that My Anime List existed. and I would like keep a
Well, no one knows that until they're in the community and
Yeah.
they say like, "Oh, check out my anime list," or like,
Yeah.
"Link your my anime list," and you're like, "What is that?" My anime list is like, "Oh wow, it's like too on the nose. It's literally what it is."
my anime list. It's your anime list, and yeah, that's
When someone asks, "What's my anime list?"
it's in the name, buddy. But yeah, like I didn't know my anime list. I didn't know about shows. I didn't know about like the Anime Man or anyone until I got in and I was like searching stuff on YouTube. At first I would like watch clips of shows that I actually watched. I don't know why I do that, but then I started watching Joey, Gigak, and then I started to slowly fall into that rabbit hole. And then I got to know, I got to know some shows from that. But one of the biggest mistakes I did, from watching like checking out these channels was I should have actually watched that video. Actually, Gigak made the video about Ramanga Sensei, right? Like,
Yep.
yeah. And I had a friend recommend it to me, and he told me you got to check it out, man. And I was like, okay, fine. Then I saw the Giga's video up on my recommendation, and the title was like "Why Era Manga Sensei is a Masterpiece" or something, right? And I was like, "Is it that good? Okay, I guess I'll go check it out."
Oh my god!
I watched it, and oh god, I want to forget that anime so badly. I can't believe I wasted like 12.
Oh my god! I think this is going into like the Twitter drama like I had like a few days ago because Aaron, did you watch his video when it came out? You're saying
I didn't actually even watch the video, dude. Like I didn't watch the video.
Well, I mean, wait, when did you see that title? When did you see it? Like, did you see it the year it came out?
Nah, I think it was after that. It has to be after that. Yeah, it had to be after that because I didn't remember binging the show, so I think it came out afterwards, and I kind of like watched it. Yeah, that had to be it. Yeah, I saw that Twitter drama shit.
Well, I mean, the Twitter drama is just like it just boils down to: does Gigok have a responsibility to basically influence what anime discourse should be?
Yeah,
like I think no, because like if he wasn't the most subbed anime YouTuber, no one would really care, right? Yeah. No one would really care. He just makes funny videos.
Yeah.
So I think people have just got to learn that he makes comedic videos, and you don't take YouTube channels seriously from like someone who just makes entertaining videos, right? Yep. Unless they're like an actual review, like video analysis channel, an education channel, you can't take YouTube titles seriously.
Yep. See, one of the things with me with like Anitube is that I feel like Anitubers, it's like more like collection of opinions. Like, see, the thing is with any Anituber that I watch is that whatever they're saying, I'll just keep it in mind, and then I'll decide whether or not I want to watch the anime. I wouldn't they say it's bad, because I see this mentality with a lot of people, because whenever someone says a show is bad, they would like go with it, like whenever you're having an argument on Discord or something about a show, and they would say, oh, it is bad because this dude said it's bad, and I'm like, what's your opinion about it?
I would stop talking to them.
Yeah, I would just say, well, then what's your opinion on it? I'm like, oh, it's bad because this dude says it's bad. I'll just end the conversation there because it makes sense. They don't have an opinion.
Yeah, I mean, I'm the type of person, right? It's just like if you can't like explain yourself in a way that makes sense, I'm just like, this is not worth my time to argue. Yeah. Like, I'd rather not waste my time talking to someone who is just straight up like not going to get a point, or like doesn't see the other side.
Yeah. I think that's internet argument 101. Majority of people don't even listen to what you're going to say. They're just going to say, oh, this person said that. But the thing is, like, there are people who would come up with, their point of views of shows they don't like. For example, Mushoku Tensei. I remember a few people telling that they didn't like Mushoku Tensei because of Rudy's character, like the whole...
that's fair.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I would tell them, all right, fine, it's okay. I mean, not everyone have to be comfortable with that sort of stuff, so I get it. And then I would have someone tell me Mushoku Tensei sucks, but then Monogatari is a masterpiece, and then Araragi is a better character. While the thing is, Araragi and Rudius has that, common thing, and that is, you get what I mean, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, anime fans being hypocritical.
Yeah, that is very hypocritical.
Oh wow! I've never seen that before. Don't worry, I've been on Anitube long enough to know.
Yeah, I heard people say that, like, they're like, oh, Chad, like, the memes, right? Like Chad Araragi versus Virgin Rudius shit. Like I hope they're memeing, by the way, because I read that conversation like on Discord one day, and I was just face palming because come on, man, like you just by that point I just came to the conclusion they're just hating Mushoku Tensei because it is Mushoku Tensei, and that's it. Or it's just they might be thinking it's just another isekai, but yeah, oh well, they hate the show. I that's the end of that. But yeah, what was I saying?
That was the end of that. But I think like anime discourse, even like on Discord or Twitter, it just really depends on the person that you're talking to. Are you talking to a normal human being, or are you talking to an anime fan?
Yeah. Yeah. The thing is, I don't engage with anime Twitter one bit because majority of them are like.
I've found some people that are like, they're reasonable.
Yeah, there are cool people, and then there are One Piece fans. We all know that.
They're all just anime fans.
Oh Lord.
Everyone's just an anime fan, and you can't tell me otherwise.
I mean, there's those One Piece fans that they're like you talk about any series in the world, like anything, and they would come up and say, "Bro, that's mid. One Piece better. Go watch One Piece." And one of the reasons I didn't watch One Piece is because it's like 1,000 episodes long, and I just can't watch it. The thing is with shonen shows is that I don't watch any like the 100 episode, 200 episode shows because there's so much to watch, so I just don't get into them. Like I try to watch Gintama, like because I heard that it's a really good show. Okay, I tried to watch Gintama. I lasted for like 19 episodes until I was like, okay, this is way too long. I need to watch another show now. Like even with the longest ever show that I watched was like Dragon Ball, and that was like way back in the day, like 125 episodes, and I watched that somehow. And when I really got into anime, I think like the longest show I watched was what Twin Star Exorcist was like 50, 60 episodes, and I can't go anything beyond that, sadly. So
I think like for shonen, I mean, I don't particularly watch shonen just because like I just don't like the tropes or cliches that it offers.
Yeah.
But the longest one I've seen is Hunter x Hunter, and I mean that's just worth it. That's actually like genuinely a good show because it subverts shonen expectations.
Yeah.
I was like, you think it's gonna do this, but it doesn't. It's not like I would consider like something like My Hero Academia, because now it's like almost like 100 episodes, and if someone doesn't want to start that, I can understand just because it is in that formula of there's an underrated guy who gets powers and then he slowly becomes stronger by defeating villains. I mean, it's got heart and soul, but it's just like it's still in that same formula. Hunter x Hunter is not that.
Mm-hmm, yeah,
and I would say the other really good shonen is FMA. Either one.
FMA is such a good series. Both of them.
Either one.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think
everyone's gonna say to watch Brotherhood and then skip 03. Don't.
Yeah. Just watch both. Like both of them are good.
You have to watch 03 first. Otherwise, if you watch Brotherhood first, you're gonna get bored of 03.
Yeah.
Because Brotherhood like literally like speed runs the first 15 episodes, which is the first like 30 episodes of FMA. But it's like the speed run is not good. It just like assumes you've watched it.
Yeah. I think I think watching 03 is it really depends on the person, honestly. But yeah, I would tell them to check out 03. 03 was thing with me was I watched Brotherhood first and then I watched 03. And I was like, wait, why are these so different? And then I get it. Oh, okay, they're totally different shows. Because again, I was just going by the synopsis back in the day, so I was like, oh, O3 is gonna be the same thing again, but it was like a whole different beast of its own. So yeah, if I would tell people to check out Full Metal Alchemist, I would tell them to check out the O3 first, I guess. So all right, so next question. So you're a huge fan of QAnon, of course. So what other animation studios that you like or whose works you really enjoy checking out other than QAnon?
I mean, like I know all the not all, but most of the other animation studios. But I wouldn't count like A1 Pictures because they like outsource so many things. So like they're almost like they're not their own studio almost.
Yeah.
Because it's just like outsourcing. The other one I would like that I can like pin down that's not doing films is like PA Works.
Oh yeah,
is
PA Works.
Really good one. Ufotable is another one.
Yep.
And Madhouse. So those are like the other three.
Yeah. For me, yeah, PA
and
Works.
I guess Shaft.
Shaft, yep, Shaft is pretty good as well. Nobody talks about Bones. Damn. Bones
is like an age gone by.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. For me,
that's like, name tell me you're an anime fan from 2006 without telling me you're an anime fan from 2006. I'm a fan of Bones. Oh. Thank you, Peacock. Thank you.
But yeah, for me, PA Works is up there for sure because their stuff is pretty cool. Like Charlotte, what else? I mean, Charlotte. I mean, there might be people.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Yeah, that's a take. Yep.
I mean, Charlotte is a pretty good show. Come on.
Is it? Do we want to go into this?
I mean, it's been a while since I watched it, so probably not. I mean, back in the day, it was a cool show. Okay,
it was a popular show, sure.
Yeah, it was.
I remember Charlotte. I remember because it went off the rails at the end.
Oh yeah, it did. Oh fuck.
I can recount it because I made a video on it because I was flabbergasted what the fuck happened in like the last 4 episodes.
Oh yeah, it did.
Because Charlotte, most of Charlotte is basically imagine X-Men mixed with like slice of life.
Yep.
So like students just have powers and there's a group of people who just like want to meet with these like people who have like these supernatural abilities, and then they just try to teach them like a life lesson of like, oh, you should learn responsibility of your powers and you shouldn't be a shithead, yada yada. And like most of that is like entertaining, it's fun, and it's like lighthearted, it's a comedy as well.
Yeah.
And then it gets to like 2/3 of the way in, and like I'm just gonna spoil it because I don't recommend anyone watch it. Just straight up.
I'm gonna censor it.
I'm not gonna censor it. The main character's little sister dies.
Yeah.
And she's not like an important character. She's an important character because she's like the main character's sister. She's not actually an important character. She's just like, oh, fun, cute little sister. That's it. And then she just like dies in this one episode because it was like, oh my god, it was so dumb.
Yeah.
So anyway, the main character then gets depressed.
Yes.
And then there's like this secret like evil organization trying to harness all of like people who have supernatural abilities, and then they're like experiment on them. And then oh my god. And then the last episode was just basically the main character goes around the entire world
collecting
and
everyone's
just
powers.
collects everyone's power in one fucking episode. And it was like, oh yeah, this is the end. I'm like, what? Excuse me? bro, hello? What is this? And because the reason why I was like totally shocked because of this is because he said Jun Maeda is the writer of Angel Beats.
Yeah.
And Angel Beats, it's a pretty good show. There's like some pacing issues, but I would say it's like a pretty good show.
Yeah, that's a good show.
He said specifically that his next show he's gonna fix the pacing issues of Angel Beats, and he does this shit. He pulls this shit, and I'm just like, what the fuck, dude? And so it's not good. It's not good. It's got good animation. It's got good music. It's everything else is not like.
Oh yeah, I remember the insert songs. I remember the insert songs for Charlotte, especially the really chill ones. Those are stuff
Yeah.
that I listen to. Still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then don't get me started on his most recent show, The Day I Became a God. That was like
that was bad.
that's straight up a 2 out of 10. That's straight up just a 2 out of 10.
I heard it was pretty bad. I didn't check it out because I heard it was pretty bad.
It was bad.
But I do recommend Shirobako though. Shirobako was a good show. I enjoyed watching that. Like,
I mean, Shirobako is actually like a show that I think every anime fan needs to watch, just because so they understand how anime is produced.
Yeah. That and Nagi no Asukara.
That's an underrated show.
That is
that's an underrated slice of life drama.
See, the thing with me, like Nagi no Asukara, when I started watching it, like the first episode was slow for me, and so I didn't I accidentally dropped it afterwards. And then, and like 5 months later, I was like, you know what? Okay, I was like looking through my dropped list and not drop, paused. I actually didn't drop it. The Nagi no Asukara was there, and I was like, okay, you know what? I'll watch it. And then I watched the show, and God, it was such a good show, man. Like Nagi no Asukara, especially when the halfway through the show that. I'm not gonna spoil.
Yeah, that thing happens.
Yeah, that thing happens.
Well, it's just the story is like a lot of years go by.
Yeah,
something happens and a lot of years go by. Yeah, it's just a time skip basically. Halfway mid the show,
the time skip happens and then the whole show
it completely changes.
Yeah, it completely changes. So that just really hit. That show was just so good and. Especially the ending song for that show, like the first.
All the music in that is just straight up good. Straight up. It's really a shame that Nagi no Asukara didn't do well financially because it's like I think it's actually the best looking PA Works TV anime. Like the backgrounds in that are just like so beautiful. Also, the detail put into that, it's just like
Also, like when the show started, you got that monologue about how the fated meeting and stuff, and then by the end of the show, like we were thinking that we were shipping those two characters, right? That the one guy from the outside and the main girl from the show, and then we learn that the guy from the outside doesn't actually love that girl, but another girl in that group. That wait, that's kind of like a spoiler. Okay, screw it. I hope you guys didn't hear that. Anyways, yeah, that part, that that switcheroo that they pulled. Okay, that was pretty cool too to me because again, whenever you hear monologues like that, fated meeting, yada yada yada, okay, they're gonna end up together, aren't they? But with Nagi no Asukara, that doesn't happen, and I was just like. Okay, you got me there. I
mean, one of the interesting themes about Nagi no Asukara, I think, is like more applicable today than it was in like when it came out in 2014. Is the theme of like apartheid and basically almost like racism of sorts. Yeah. Because the main premise of Nagi no Asukara is just there are people like normal humans who live on land, and then there are people who live in this who live in the sea. Yeah. And they're just called the sea dwellers and the land dwellers. And then obviously the land dwellers are racist to people from the sea because it's just like basically around that. And you can see how like it plays with these themes, and it's like it's really well done. There's like people sea dwellers who love people from the land and the land from the sea, and then like it's like about coming together and realizing we aren't so different, Yeah, and that applies like even more today than it came out, which is crazy.
Yep. So
go watch that.
Yeah, check out Nagi no Asukara, guys. That and when you talked about Angel Beats, also that was my actual first PA Works show that I actually watched.
I think that's a lot of people.
Yeah.
Angel Beats was like at the time really popular.
Yeah. No, I was just like, I don't know. Was it recommended to me? I don't remember. I was just.
It has to be. It's literally like one of the. It's literally one of the most popular shows. It's like when people searched up like at the time during like the 2010s, it's like saddest anime ever. Angel Beats would be like one of them.
Yeah, true. Yeah, that is true. Also, another underrated show. I don't think most people are going to watch this, but for me personally, one of the like the underrated shows, purely because of the fact that I watched a lot of all girl cast shows, was Uma Musume. Have you checked it out, Uma
No,
Musume?
I haven't seen
Yeah,
it.
the horse girls anime. That's actually pretty fun to watch because at one point I was like watching a lot of idol shows like Love Live and stuff, and I checked out Uma Musume. That was actually a pretty cool show to check out. You know, because it was a breath of fresh air from the usual Love Live shenanigans. Because if you guys watch Love Live, you know what I'm talking about. Like, it's just a rehashed, copy paste with different characters every season. So yeah, there's that. There was also this one idol show that I watched called Idly Pride. It came out this year, I think. Was it? Was it this year? Where's my analyst? Analyst. Idly Pride. Where is that?
I
Yeah,
cannot say that.
Yeah.
I mean, the only idol shows I've watched is just the first 2 seasons of OG Love Live.
Oh, wow.
And then I was like, I think they're all right. It's like,
Yeah.
I just don't think I'm like a true fan of this. Like, I think I've got my fill, basically.
Yeah. I think most, like, when people stick with Love Live, they're gonna stick with the music more than the plot, honestly. Like, this, rather than the stories, more, you know, the music and the performance, you know, the IRL stuff as well. So, yeah, I get what you mean. But, yeah, okay, I got the show. So, yeah, there's a show called Idly Pride. It came out last year, 2021, early 2021. So, that show is basically Anohana, but with idols, right? They got this character who is an idol. She dies. It's in the synopsis, by the way. But then she comes back as a ghost. So, you know, with her manager, who used to, who was apparently who was a high school student back in the day, but then he grows up and he works in this agency. And there's the ghost girl, and her sister would join the agency so she could become an idol and become like her sister. And then another character joins in who actually kind of sounds like this idol with this girl who died. And then the story kind of picks up from there. That was actually a pretty good show that I watched, actually. Idly Pride, and from like all girls. Yeah, from like one of the all girls cast show that was good. Of course, Shujokageki Review Starlight up there. And one show that I'm actually pretty hesitant to recommend was Bang Dream, because I don't think a lot of people would watch Bang Dream, but it's actually a pretty good show. Like, when you look at it but you have to look at it from outside the anime as well, because there's the game and stuff, and the game has a good story as well. Like, the character development in Bang Dream is just so good. For at least for me personally, I don't know what other people think, because some people that I talked to, they would watch Bang Dream for some reason whatsoever. Probably because it's kind of like Love Live to them. So yeah. Okay.
It is. That's what it seems to me. I'm just like,
but it's not.
Oh, just from the outside looking at it, it just looks like kind of an idol show. It's like in that territory.
Yeah, but it's not, because like it has a really good narrative, and again, the character development is so good on Bang Dream. Like, from season 1, season 2, there's like 3 seasons of Bang Dream, and how, like, the thing with not Love Live, because one of the common comparisons that Bang Dream gets is with like K-On! Yeah, thing with K-On! Is that it's more, you know, cute girls doing cute things stuff, while Bang Dream is, you know, they are brave enough to say a serious story, like, you know, probably them breaking up, or, you know, a dark background or something, like, you know, family crisis or something like that. So yeah, they are not like afraid to say a dark story. Oh shit, I'm actually no, I have a Bang Dream video and I'm talking about it right now. Crap. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking about Bang Dream now, because I have a video under works about it. So yeah. Anyways, we're gonna switch the topic now. We're gonna actually check out the podcast questions. We this Love Live slander, I won't take it. I'm sorry, Lewis. I like Love Live too, but not the anime. I like the songs though. Songs are pretty cool. We're gonna check the questions. We're gonna check what people sent in, and hope we can answer it. So, first question is from Aqua. I guess I'm gonna ignore that. Second question from Lewis. Most underrated KyoAni show, movie, and why is it Munto?
Show and movie. I haven't seen Munto. That Munto is like one of the first ever KyoAni made shows.
Yeah. What's your underrated anime movie? Actually, is it Munto?
I haven't seen Munto. I just know it's one of the the first KyoAni ever made. The most underrated KyoAni movie is probably. Is it Tom? Is it? Can I even say it's Tamako Love Story? Because a lot of people.
Yep. It has to.
A lot of people have made videos on it now, so it's like, is it even underrated anymore?
I think it is underrated. Like that and the first, like the Tamako market as well. Both of them are underrated.
The movie. It's for movie. KyoAni movie is probably Tamako Love Story, because everyone knows the silent voice.
Yeah.
Everyone knows about KyoAni movie. Everyone knows about the disappearance as one of the best KyoAni films ever.
Haruhi's disappearance of Haruhi is so good.
Tamako, it's Tamako Love Story.
Yeah.
Series? Well, series, I don't know. I probably haven't watched it because it's something like they've made Surene. I don't think it's Chunibyo. They made Air Canon.
Pretty popular. Chunibyo is pretty popular.
Like the older shows, they made like Air and Canon. Which Air
is kind of underrated though. I mean, the light novel. The light novel's pretty good. Check it out.
Air's Canon 2006.
Yeah.
I don't think that needs to be 2-ker. It's good, but I don't think it needs to be 2-ker.
Damn, what is an underrated KyoAni series? I think everyone's watched an KyoAni series.
They've probably watched it. I'm trying to think in the eyes of someone who isn't a KyoAni fan, or hasn't experienced much KyoAni works. That is good.
Crap.
Because I would almost say Sound Euphonium is almost underrated in the fact because that's only that's only UFO fans and KyoAni fans who know about it. Yeah, basically. Who talk about it.
Yeah, Hibiki Euphonium, I didn't think a lot of people talk about it. And also Tamako Market as well, because I haven't seen people talk about Tamako Market ever.
Yeah, that's only KyoAni fans. But I gave that to Love Story, so I'll just say Sound Euphonium then. Yeah. Because the only people I've that keep talking about are KyoAni fans and UFO fans. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah, I never heard anyone talk about Hibiki Euphonium. True. Damn, okay. Okay, I think we got we got our answer. All right. So, okay. From the question, actually, I want to ask you something as well. What do you think is the most overrated KyoAni show, if you have any, that you think is overrated?
Haruhi. The series Haruhi.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Haruhi the series easily. Everyone's that was the Endless 8. Dude, I watched 2 episodes and then I just stopped. I was like, okay, this is you got new angles and new animation. It's not gonna.
I actually watched the 8 episodes.
Oh my god.
I actually watched the 8 episodes.
Don't have time for that.
I actually watched the 8 episodes. I don't know why I did that.
Yeah, I think Haruhi's overrated.
Oh, bro.
Yeah, I would say Haruhi.
Oh, bro, there's gonna be some.
I haven't seen Kobayashi. Yeah. I haven't seen Kobayashi. The few shows, few KyoAni shows that I haven't seen are Kobayashi, Free.
Oh, Free. Fuck that.
And yeah, that's Surene. But yeah, I would say Haruhi's the most overrated then, from what I've seen.
All right. So yeah, there we go. There's the answer. There's Haruhi's the most overrated series out there. Okay, so oh damn, what is this question, Lucy? Next question from Lucy actually. How many different anime have you seen? What is that question?
Different anime have I seen? Okay, go to my mail. It says I've completed 489.
Oh, you watch more shows than I did. I'm 351. If I don't count the music stuff I added. No, I didn't know.
Well, a lot of I'm pretty sure in 2013, 14, I watched almost 100 shows within those 2 years. That's the most shows I've ever watched.
Fuck,
but now I don't. Now I'm really picky with seasonals. I'm just It has to be really good. Otherwise, or like someone's got to recommend it from like a source that I trust, someone that I know that I can trust their opinion on.
Oh,
Then I'm like, I'll watch it.
yeah, like I think the most I watched one year is like 68, and that was like last year. I didn't watch, I mean, not last year, the year before that, 2020. I didn't watch a lot. In 2021, I think I only watched like 30 shows. That's like way lower than last year. And I was like, oh yeah, 2021, I'm gonna watch a lot of anime, and I did not watch a lot of anime.
I didn't. I mean, to put in perspective, I've watched more films than I watched anime in 2021.
I didn't.
But maybe but films is easier to watch because it's like it's literally just one thing.
Yeah. Like okay, in 2021, English movies, I didn't watch a lot of English movies, but I do remember
there wasn't many good ones.
Yeah. But like I was watching a lot of old ones. Like I watched 8 Mile, that Eminem rap anime. Oh fuck. Okay, I'm getting tired now. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, but the Eminem rap movie, like his documentary. And documentary? Was it a documentary? Nah, it's not. Yeah, there's 8 Mile, and there was a few Marvel movies that I watched, and that's about it. Like from last year, so I didn't watch anything from the English side. I think he gamed a lot last year rather than anything. I didn't watch a lot of anime either. I think the one show that was memorable to me was like Boku Tachido remake and probably ReZero and stuff. So yeah, there you
go. Remake was good, and then it just
fell off.
Ended. It just ended. It just like not even completed story. It's just like halfway through. I'm just like, oh, that's a shame.
Rip. It was such a good show, and then like episode 8 happened, and I was like, okay, this is gonna pick up finally. And then 2 episodes later, they're back. And I'm like, okay, there we go. We're back.
If you want to know what my best shows of, what I thought best shows of the year, a lot anime was last year, or is he or you said ReZero season 2? I'm gonna speed run this, and I'm not gonna say like my opinion of them. It's like Attack on Titan season 4 part 1. That's like self-explanatory.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not self-explanatory.
Maybe,
but because like I'll just say this. Attack on Titan is like it is a shonen, and for the first 3 seasons, it basically is, except like it's a bit more thrilling than normal shonen because like there's the element of like literally almost anybody can die. It feels like Game of Thrones-esque in the way like, oh, these characters can just straight up die. Like in other shonen, you're like, oh, Goku's not gonna die. You know, like Gon from Hunter x Hunter, he's not gonna die. A lot of other characters do, but don't worry about that. But it's like Deku from My Hero Academia. He's like, you know for a fact that he's not gonna die. Like that's straight up. That just straight up like 0% chance.
Yeah.
Attack on Titan, like, he might, like at the end, like especially like the last season, he might.
It might. There's a possibility.
I think he is. That's my take. Is he is? Aaron's gonna die.
Oh, I read the manga. I know my ending. I haven't seen that. I'm anime only. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not. Anyway.
Yep. Season 4 is just like it's a seinen, is what it is.
Yep.
So, Attack on Titan season 4.
I got my 2021 list. Yep, I got my 2021 list.
Beastars season 2.
Yep. Beastars. I think one of the reasons people don't watch it is because people associate it with furries. Yep.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah.
But I've seen Zootopia.
Like one of the ways I describe it to people is like, bro, Beastars is just Zootopia but rated R or rated mature.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's basically Beastars.
Zootopia for adults.
Yep. There you go.
But Zootopia is really good film. I think that is a really good film.
I like that movie. That's pretty good. Like the whole, you know, the angle that the movie like shows, like the whole carnivore discrimination stuff. I think that was a pretty good angle, and basically Beastars
does that as well, but maybe not more subtly.
Yeah, but you know what was one of my favorite 2021 shows? Odd Taxi.
I'm in the middle of watching that.
I loved that show, and I didn't regret watching that because
I'm like almost done. But I think that is going to be up there in my top 5 as well. The other one,
Yeah,
Gone.
yeah. I'm like a huge Seiyu otaku. I check out like if there's my favorite Seiyu or my favorite Japanese voice actor in it, I would actually check out the show. One of the biggest mistakes I did this year was watching a show like that. There's this show called Joran, the Princess of Snow and Blood, which came out this year. I mean, last year in 2021, and that was like one of my the show that pissed me off the most because I spent like 12 episodes. I watched that weekly and I hated it. But because my favorite voice actress was in it, that's why I checked it out, and I kind of regretted that. But then the same voice actress actually voice acted in Odd Taxi as well. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna check this out, and people were praising it as well. So I think it was around the time it was at episode 8 that I binged the show. I mean, caught up to it, and I was like, oh, I love the show. Like, I was kind of like glad that I checked out this show because.
Well, I just have to thank the people I talked to, and also I guess some of Anitube because they did make videos on that.
Oh yeah.
But a lot of people who that I trust watched it and like they're like, this is one of the best shows of the year. I'm like, okay, I'll trust you on that because I wouldn't have checked it out otherwise. It looks like the animation is average. Average, but the mystery and the characters, they are like actually top tier from what I've seen.
It's just all the events, even though they look random. At first they look random, and then it all ties up, and then it creates this one big, I wouldn't say mess. It just it looks like
events, one big mystery box. Yeah. Everything's going to be tied into the end. And like, I think like the one I was like criticism I would say about it is just like it feels weird that like everything is connected to everything else.
Yeah.
Like if they weren't animals, right? If they were just like normal human beings, which right now I don't know why it's like what the purpose is of having them be animals.
Oh yeah. You're gonna get to that. Yeah, you're gonna get to that.
Yeah, I'm like assuming there is going to be a reason why they are animals besides not humans. But like,
I'm not going to spoil the show.
Yeah. But I'm going to say it's just like everything that someone could interpret it as being like everything's like really convenient that everything's just like connected in some way.
Wait, what episode are you at, by the way?
7.
7. Is it around the time when he like the protagonist like works with the monkey dude?
Yeah, it's just that. It's literally just that episode.
Yeah. Like, have you like seen the episode where he like figures out people and the monkey dude asks like, how the hell are you doing that or something? Have you watched that part yet?
No. Okay. Figures out people.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, when you get to that part, you'll get why the whole why they're animals and stuff. But yeah,
I mean, there's still like even that one episode of like that one dude who's like a serial gambler or like was oh my god, like even that standalone ep just like showing the backstory of that character, that's just told really well. And I mean it was his fault for gambling.
Yes. Gambling. Money. That's just giga, but that's like every gadget addict out there. It's like it starts off like as a small fun, you just do it for fun, and then it starts becoming addictive.
Yeah, some people just don't have self-restraint.
Oh Lord, like
the other one, and I would say just one more other show that I would say is the best of 2021 is Aquatope.
Oh, dude,
Aquatope of the White Sand.
Show. Yeah, I haven't watched it because I thought it was like kind of like Nagi no Asukara but with penguins. I haven't watched it yet.
It's how I would describe it. It's Nagi no Asukara plus Tamako Market.
Okay, then I need to check it out.
So the premise is just the main character is an idol, but she quits her job to work at an aquarium, and then she meets another girl whose grandfather owns the aquarium, but she works like as like an apprentice manager.
Yeah.
And the aquarium is like a really old one, and it's going out of business. Yeah. And they want to save it from going out of business. That's the premise. So it's just about these two girls trying to save the aquarium where it's a family owned aquarium.
Yeah. Okay, what's the next question that we got? We only got like 3 questions. That's sad. We usually get like 20, 25. Ugh. podcast questions. Okay, I think that was the last one. We got somewhat wouching. So okay, let's. Okay, I'm thinking of what question to ask because usually I write my questions down, but I actually forgot to write it this time.
I'm surprised you haven't asked me any questions about Anitube.
Yeah, because
we only just been talking about anime.
Yeah, because the thing with me with Anitube is that I don't actually involve myself a lot with Anitube content. You know, like I watched like the occasional 1-2 content about the Anitube stuff. Like I grew up watching a lot of Giga stuff. He's one of the reasons why I do Anitube right now, because I love the sense of humor he has, and that's why I check out Giga. But then there's Anitubers like Joey that I don't watch at all because I just don't like sort of.
Is Joey an Anituber? Do you count?
No, not now.
Who doesn't talk about anime and Anituber.
Not now.
We're gonna be serious now.
Yeah, not now for sure. Because back in the day, probably you could count him as a Anituber, but now he's. What does he even do? Now?
I think
I forgot.
He just talks about whatever he wants to talk about.
Yeah,
like anything Japan related.
Yeah.
I think the definition of Anituber for me, like right now, is just people who make anime content, who mostly make anime content. Like the majority of the channel is anime content.
Yeah.
So like Connor, I would say is anime adjacent. Like he's not an otaku channel, I would say.
Yeah.
Not an Anituber in the sense he makes anime videos.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I wanted to ask, like, do you like listen to like the Trash Taste podcast that they do? Have you ever listened to it?
Yeah, I do.
Oh yeah,
it's just fun to listen to. It's just like it's old Potaku is what that is.
Yep. I actually
if you know what Potaku is, yeah.
I don't like one of the reasons I try to listen to it, but one of the reasons why I don't listen to it is because like I am
don't listen to what Potaku or Trash Taste.
No, Trash Taste. I don't listen to it that often, but I listened to the last time I listened to it was when they had like Uchida Shu in the podcast because I was into Love Life back then, and she was in Love Life, so it was pretty interesting to see some like Love Life idol / seiyuu in a podcast, so on an English podcast, so that was pretty interesting for me. But yeah, other than that, I haven't watched a lot of their stuff. But I do know about the whole pizza memes and the chicken. Yeah.
Okay, their podcast is interesting because they're not an anime podcast.
Yeah. Like
if you don't watch them, they're straight up just not an anime podcast. I don't watch the only episode that I haven't seen is like when they talk about like on my childhood anime. I'm like, I don't watch the episode. I don't care.
I don't care about you.
I want to see them talk about food and then them screaming at each other for their worst food takes. That is the shit.
I heard about their pizza stuff and how Garn doesn't eat crusts and
pizza crust.
Yeah,
that's crazy to me because if he's Asian and he didn't eat his pizza crust when he was Asian, you get backhanded. Like that's crazy to me. He didn't do it. Well, I mean, no, he did do it when he was younger. He did. He said that. Yeah, but it's just like when he's older, it's like I throw this away. Of like, how did like that not get instilled into you? Crazy.
Yeah, I love pizza crust, so I was like,
nah, I don't love pizza crust. If you want to know my worst food take, like an actual like people who call me out in this.
Yeah.
I fucking hate bread.
Okay. That's understandable.
Is it though?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah. I mean, I don't eat much bread either. Like, yeah, whenever I make sandwich, I might eat them. I don't eat them any other means. Like, okay, with pizza crust, maybe I eat them. Burger, sandwich, probably, but I don't eat like normal bread. So yeah, I'm kind of on the same boat, I guess.
I basically mean like almost any type of bread. Burgers I don't really count because that's like a thing. But I'm just mean like and then like any like the fancy French. Italian bread, like no, straight up no. German bread.
Yeah, I don't eat those. Yeah, I don't eat those either. Yeah, same. Oh, I guess we agree upon that.
Okay, then that's normally a hot take. Every time I said that, everyone's like, what?
Is that like
bread? Is like, yeah, it's just the white man's rice, but not as good.
White man's rice. Okay, that's a good comparison. Well, okay. Well, what about stuffed crust? You have to like them, don't you?
It's not crust anymore. I mean, it's not pizza crust anymore.
No,
because pizza crust to me is just like it's brittle, it's hard. That's what it is. Stuffed crust is not stuff. Is is not hard or brittle. It's like the complete opposite.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna ask something. Okay. Like Anitube content. Like who's like your favorite? Okay, other than maybe other than yourself. I don't know. Who's like
Oh my
another?
god, I'm that conceited. My favorite Anituber. It's me. Oh my god. Imagine someone saying that. That's cringe, bro. If anyone said that.
My favorite Anituber.
Yeah, actually, no. I do know someone who said that. Never mind.
Yeah, but who's like your favorite Anituber that you like to watch? You know.
It depends if I'm watching am I watching entertainment based or am I watching like a video essay?
Okay, let's
entertainment based. It's probably like it was demo.
Yeah.
Gigok is like really hit or miss for me because I'm like, you know, the videos where where he talks about like Arrow Manga Sensei or like Domekano where like he just memes the shit out of it. I'm like that is like that type of anime humor, Zoomer humor that like I'm just like I'm unfazed by it. I don't find it funny anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, that really depends.
But his video on like understanding the Fate franchise, that's genuinely funny.
Oh yeah,
like that's good.
Yeah.
So Giguk's really hit or miss for me.
Like thing is with Giguk for me is that I can find more memes from him. Like for example, in the Domestic Nakanajo video, right? Like there was this one joke that stick to me, and that was that what was it? The spicy jokes that he put in those videos. Yeah, there's like that one really black dude who says, spicy. That one stick to me to this day for some reason. I found it so funny back in the day. But yeah, for me, the jokes stick with me for like with Giguk.
Like the anime Zoomer humor is just like whatever. It's just like it's just trying to appeal to the widest possible range of anime fans because they're probably between like 12 and 16 years old and they will find it funny.
So what about like analysis based?
Video essays, it's like now Super Eye Patch Wolf, of course.
Yeah.
Under the Scope, but I think Jack is like full-time working now, so he doesn't have time to make videos, which is like it's sad, but it is what it is.
All right.
If you know who Under the Scope is.
Yeah, I do know who Under the Scope is. I have actually checked out their videos before.
And Alexander.
Are
probably those three who make the best video essays, I would say. I guess hiding in public as well. Yeah.
Yeah. Wait a second. I kind of remember Under the Scope. Crap. Oh yeah, they made the video on Revy Starlight. I remember now. Yes, they're like one of the.
Jack's a huge KyoAni fan as well.
Yeah, I've seen his videos. Oh damn! Like I was like thinking of making a Revy video, and then I went and checked on YouTube, and there's like 2-3 people already made a video on Revy. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna hold off. But I remember Under the Scope.
And then Alexander.
Yeah, Alexander.
You know who that is?
I think I heard of him. I think
the Hunter guy, the Berserk guy, the Fate Zero guy, the Haikyuu guy. He basically makes videos on like he's known for those shows.
I think I might know him if I check him out. I don't remember. Crap. Super Eye Patch Wolf. I think I have seen his videos as well.
Surely you know who Super Eye Patch Wolf is.
Yeah. I think probably his non-anime videos, maybe.
Yeah, because I watch basically most of his videos because it's like the way he presents something is like it's not even an opinion. It's like almost he takes you on a journey about learning this one specific thing and just goes like in depth about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like his wrestling video was like, holy shit! I can't believe I watched a 50-minute wrestling video and I don't even know what wrestling is.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, so yeah, I am actually a huge wrestling guy.
I don't know, and I don't know jack shit about it. I just watched Super Eye Patch's video. I'm like, holy shit! He made this like genuinely interesting.
Yeah, I remember. He made like 2 videos about wrestling.
I just know about The Undertaker. I just know the meme, The Undertaker. That's it.
I remember he made like 2 videos. One about like the villains in wrestling and why is professional wrestling stupid and beautiful. I remember those because like I am a huge pro wrestling guy. I just like watched it randomly one day and I kind of got hooked into it and I would like watch WWE and all their stuff and man, some of wrestling storytelling is so good. Like it can only be done in wrestling. For example, like recently, there's this new company that started called like AEW, All Elite Wrestling, and they started like 2 years ago, all right? So 2, 3 maybe. 2019. So they started in 2019, and the owners of the show are wrestlers. So they wanted to push this one wrestler that they had called Hangman Adam Page. He wasn't that big of a deal before AEW, but when he got into AEW, the fans started to love him, and they were saying a story with him. You know, like he's this sort of he's a very anxious and very insecure dude. Okay, so and how they said the story with him is just insane, and they took this long term story. Okay, so started when AEW started, and like recently they made him like world champion with that story. And if you guys like want to see like good stories telling stuff, check out AEW's wrestling, and especially like Hangman Adam Page's like storyline. That shit is just insane. So yeah, I hope that dude makes a video about it. By the way, to like Super Eye Patch Wolf. I hope he does, because that is like one of pro wrestling's best storytellings easily. But yeah, I if there are people that I know like who are into like good storytelling, like my co-host who's not here, that's Nick. He loves good storytelling. I told him to check out wrestling. He's enjoying it now. But yeah, that's really like one of the things that I recommend checking out if you guys like storytelling. That's like best. But yeah, I went off tangent. I'm sorry about that. But yeah, we talked. Yeah, I asked about like Anitubers that you like to watch. Is there any Anituber that you don't like particularly watch or enjoy watching?
I don't watch. I don't really watch Joey.
No, we're not counting Joey. Screw Joey. We're not counting him here.
That I don't watch. What do you mean by why I don't watch? I mean, there's like thousands of Anitubers that I
not don't watch, but not like okay, you don't. Oh, okay. I mean, this might get controversial, but like you don't like watching, probably.
that I know of.
Yeah.
I mean, I think everyone has heard of like the Anime Snob. I don't know if that channel's still alive or not.
That Anime Snob.
Yeah, I see. This is just don't check it out. Just don't. It's not. It's not worth it.
Oh damn it!
Like the example I would give is like, so you know when Miura died,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
The Anime Snob was making fun of people caring about Miura dying, basically. So yeah, I straight up just don't watch it. Just like if I was tempted to like just not even say the name because then you would check it out. Yeah. So just like that's what he wants.
Yeah.
He wants you to rage to him. So like just straight up just don't.
Yeah.
But other than that, like there's not really any YouTuber that like I've seen I watch. I'm like straight up like don't like their content. Not really.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just like only memes. Like
I think for me it has to be the Anime Fails guy. Have you checked this?
I don't even know who that is.
So yeah, there's this dude who'd like like make videos of anime fails, as in mostly what are the cons of the anime, right? Like what is the weak points of this?
Like
anime?
like CinemaSins then.
Yeah.
Like
anime. Oh shit! I forgot his name. It's AnimeSins. That dude. Have you checked this stuff out? AnimeSins? Was it?
I know what I know what that is. That's just low form content. That's what that is. Like
yeah. So
because that's just a copy of CinemaSins, and CinemaSins is just low form like commentary. It's not criticism. It's just literally low form commentary.
Was it AnimeSins? I remember like this video. Okay. Wait. It has to be AnimeSins. Give me a second. I just need to Google this. Otherwise. If I might be attacking. I mean, I might be talking bad about some person that I might not even know. So I gotta check this out. Someone I remember kind of made a video of Haruhi Suzumiya, right? Disappearance of Haruhi Suzumiya. Yeah, it is. It is AnimeSins. It is AnimeSins. Okay, so there's YouTuber AnimeSins. he makes like videos like everything wrong with insert anime name here. Okay, so he made a video about like Haruhi Suzumiya, disappearance of Haruhi Suzumiya, which his Patreon dude recommended, and he went ahead and watched Disappearance of Haruhi Suzumiya without watching Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya. And then he's like, okay, what is the context to this? What is the context to that? And he says that the Haruhi Suzumiya movie is trash. So yeah, there you go. There's my Anituber that I
like my opinion of that is just it's just anime. Like it's just. Do you know what CinemaSins is?
Yeah, I heard of it.
It's just that because he made that brand of everything wrong with.
Yeah,
and it's not an opinion. It's literally just like a low form commentary.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh yeah.
So I don't even count that as like being an Anituber almost. That's just like literally low form commentary.
Yeah, now that
because like if he was to talk to someone about like a show to another person, he wouldn't go through the show and be like, oh yeah, this is bad. He would actually give an opinion, you know? Yeah.
So from your like channel, right? You have like one AMV posted. What was like the
Oh my god. Oh my god.
So what went behind making that AMV? Why is it there? I think that's.
I just wanted. I mean, like when you're an anime fan, like you just wanted to make an AMV, right?
Yeah.
So I was watching Sakurasa at the time. I was like, I want to try and make an AMV. That's it.
And then you just uploaded an AMV.
Yeah, that's it. That's straight up it.
Well, one thing I wanted to say though, I love your thumbnails. By the way, like they look like for that time.
The newer ones, you mean? No, you mean the newer ones or the old ones?
No, for the older ones, because for that time. Those look so different. Nowadays, the thing with thumbnails that I see nowadays from other Anitubers as well is that there is like so much in that thumbnail, like so much details into that thumbnail. Yeah, it's gonna attract a lot of people, but for me, I'm someone who like keeps it simple, I just put an image and I just put a text. That's about it. Yeah.
And then that's probably the best one.
Yeah. Like I see a lot of people like put a lot of details into it, like a lot of effects and details. Like, okay, they put a text on it and they put like, panels of the manga or something. That's cool. It looks cool. It's pleasing to the eye. But like, I'm like, okay, I think like, okay, maybe isn't those efforts kind of wasted? Like at the end of the day, it's the thumbnail. You're going to attract people with it, but they're not going to appreciate the thumbnail like a lot, like, okay, it looks good, but you might have a different ulterior motive into like putting this sort of detail into it and stuff like that. So you might not get appreciated for that as well. So I kind of think like, did they need to do that? Like, do they need to put that much?
I mean, it depends who you're talking about. If it's Gigok, he just got a style where he like puts in a lot of shit, like a lot of memes. Then it's just his style. So people know that it is his style, and people will just click on it.
Gigok. I mean, Gigok's thumbnails are simple. I like them. Like, just get straight to the point, right? Then
you gotta tell me who you mean. Just literally show me a channel with like a thumbnail that you're talking about that has like a lot of shit going on. Then because in my mind, I thought you were talking about Gigok.
Yeah.
Because sometimes he does like show a lot of shit in like. What anime you should be watching this season, and then there's like a bunch of things, but that just makes sense.
Yeah, just give me a second. I just need to. I got the sort of people that I'm talking about. I just need to take the channel real quick. Scroll. Crap.
But I mean, yeah, Anitube back in the day was just like 2015 and prior. It was just basically all reviews. There's no analysis, or video essays about anime because it was just all reviews, and it was pioneered by Arcada and Gigok. But then in like I think 2015 is the year where people branched out finally into making just more than reviews. Though I think like reviews, I still think are like pretty. I would say like. You can still do them because basically almost no one does them anymore. Everyone just like does reactions or does video essays about
Reactions are the norm now.
Video essays about like, oh, what was the best show this season, and they talk about like the most interesting thing about that show.
Yeah.
But I think reviews, like for people, there's a space for like people who just want to say like what they think about this show. Obviously, you can't review everything, every anime that comes out. There's literally too many.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think anime reviews still have a place. But you can't be a one-trick pony.
Yeah. Okay, I wish I could take these, but I'm just gonna.
You can just send me the channel, like
all right,
DM me.
yeah, I'm gonna DM it because. Yeah. Okay. Okay, there we go. So yeah, this is one. Okay, there you go.
So you mean thumbnails like this? Let's see.
Yeah, kind of. Like, just look down a bit. Anyway.
I don't really see like the crazy ones. I just see like an image and then text.
Yeah,
not really.
Yeah. I mean, he's not the one that I'm meaning. There's another one that I saw, and I was like, yeah, I'm not a fan of this, but it's not actually this dude, I guess. I mean, it's gonna take a while. It's gonna take a while for me to search because I don't remember exactly who it was. Sadly.
These ones are these ones are fine because he's got a style, right?
Yeah.
This person's got a style.
Yeah, mine's like the most laziest thumbnails you can find. Like, really, I guess you can find my channel easily, right? Just like right here. Yeah, just post it here. Mine's like very lazy, at least. Like my video essay stuff are very lazy. I just take image, put image, put it, go to Photoshop, put an image, put some different color background, and just put some text on. I mean, they kind of do the job for me, but yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna I'm gonna ask a different question now. So, like, how much work do you go put into like your videos and stuff? You know, like, what's the process of making a Kevin Nyaa
god
video?
Oh god, it's quite long. How long do you think it takes me to make a video? Say like just a 10-minute. Say like a 10-minute video essay. How long do you think it would take?
Okay,
me?
as a person who's
the hours,
as a person who made like a 20-minute video, I'll give it a guess. Probably 1.5 months. Or probably a month.
No. Well, I mean,
probably a month.
10-minute video, not a month. Maybe like a month if I'm like super busy every weekend and can only work on the weekends.
So 2 weeks.
But I was not talking about like hours.
Oh,
right.
How many hours does it take?
Like straight up just working hours. I mean.
15. Is it 15?
It's probably longer than that. So like it's longer than that because so 10-minute video, right? So 1 minute of video takes around 1 hour to edit.
Yeah.
That's by itself. Just like so 10 minutes means 10 hours of editing. That's just editing.
Yeah.
So that's not even include that's just editing as in clips.
Yeah.
And like visuals. That's not including recording your voice.
Oh, dude.
Editing the it does include editing the voice, but it doesn't include recording. It doesn't include scripting.
I think for me personally, what takes longer is the editing.
And scripting is the longest part for me.
It's the actual. Like when I made this, when I made my like second video essay. I mean, it was easy because all I had to do was just push like check Wikipedia and stuff. But yeah, that only took me like. It was like a 20-minute video. It took me like scripting took me around an hour or two.
An hour.
Yeah, it was just me typing. I was just going ham. I was just typing like fuck. Recording took me 3 hours, and editing took me 2 weeks for some reason. Yeah, for me, scripting is like the more easier part because I'm used to writing. Recording, it takes a while for me because I had to get it perfect for me. That's what I think. But yeah, editing takes a bit long for me because
recording's not that long for me anymore because
Yeah.
I've made videos for a while now. Like at the
Yeah.
start, recording is gonna take a while because you don't like how this sounds, how your voice sounds. You can't pronounce shit correctly.
Oh, dude.
It's like
That happens all the time.
But yeah, so it's scripting a 10-minute video. It's probably like I would say like 8 hours to get like the script like the way I want it, basically.
Mm.
And I don't mean that's not the first draft. Like 8 hours is not the first. It's the final draft.
Yeah. Damn. So.
But sometimes like editing I can literally do that in one day.
Okay.
But if it's like a 10-minute video or less, I can do it in one day. Like I wake up early, edit literally like the entire day.
Damn.
But for writing, I can't write in the entire day because then my mind just like it burns out. I have to like write in like 2 to 3 hour chunks.
Damn. Yeah.
And sometimes if I'm like not feeling it, I just can't write that day.
Dude.
Writing is like you can't force me to write. I'm just like I can't do it. If I'm not feeling it, I can't do it.
Yeah, it's like sometimes it happens to me. Like I write like a sentence and I'm like, okay, I'm done for today. Okay, time to move on. I'll do this tomorrow or something like that. Probably it's kind of like that. For me, editing sometimes is like that as well. I would like move around the clips a bit and then I'm like, okay, I'm done for the day. I'm just gonna save this. I'm gonna go play some games or something. Like editing is because I just like I can put on like trash taste in the background while I'm doing it. Yeah.
It's like I just do something. It's like and it's also grunt work. Like I know what I'm doing.
Yeah. It's like I can't do that because I try to like do like okay maybe listen to music and do work, but then I'm like so worried about how I sound and stuff. So I would be like try to be in the zone while editing. So I put nothing on and try to edit like that. Like I don't know, man. I can't multitask. But like listen to music and study, I can't do that shit. Sadly, so I can listen to music and edit as well. Sadly, even though I tried, I want to kind of do it because I like listening to music, of course. But yeah, what else?
So anyway, we went on a tangent, but like in total, a 10-minute video essay probably takes around 20 hours. Like double the hour time.
20 hours, crap. That's a lot
of working,
Damn.
And you can't do that in one weekend.
Yeah, damn, 20 hours. That's a lot. So yeah.
You can imagine like my Violet video, which was like 34 minutes.
Holy shit, that's like 58 minutes. No, hours.
What?
No, wait.
Like 60 hours. It's like 60 hours.
Yeah, 60 hours. No, I just added. I can't count. I'm dumb. I'm sorry about that. But yeah. Like, what else do you do other than like? I mean, what else are you like other than gaming and making anime videos or actually watching movies or stuff? What else do you like to do? Other than
I don't have anything else. I don't play an instrument. That like my main hobbies are just
gaming.
I mean, making video essay. YouTube is my hobby. That's one of my hobbies, right?
Yeah.
And watching films media is another hobby.
Yeah.
And I feel like I can just combine the two now.
Yeah.
I just talk to it on my channel.
Yeah.
And then playing games, gaming as in like just gaming with friends. That's like my hobbies basically.
So, what was I gonna ask? Fuck. Like your channel like started. Okay. I think you got the gist of what I was gonna ask. So, like, some of your videos are like really popular now, right? Like there are videos with a million views and stuff. Did you like really?
There's only one. That was the Your Line April one.
I mean, I mean that. So which one was it? That silent voice video is gonna blow up soon. I'm sure about that. But yeah.
It's already it blew up like
it's almost at
1 month.
It's almost at 650K. But yeah,
I mean, I would already consider that it already blew up. I would already consider that as
so you have like 52K subscribers. You have like 1.2 million views. 1 million views is just insane. But yeah, did you like what was your reaction to like the video like blowing up this big or your channel becoming really big and what was like?
My channel is not big. My channel is just medium size.
I mean, 52K. I mean, I would kill someone for that, but all right.
Not really. You really shouldn't. It's not worth it. It's really not.
Yeah, maybe. Nah, I'm just joking. But yeah,
52K over like however many years I did this, but it was like on and off. Like I never. So the thing of my YouTube channel, right? I've always made videos whenever I had free time or whenever I felt like it, basically.
Yeah.
Up until like mid of 2020, because everyone's in lockdown.
Yeah.
Then I actually started making videos like consistently. But before that, the only other time I made videos consistently was 2014, which was my last year of high school, basically.
Yep.
And I made like 8-9 videos that year. Because obviously high school is not very hard, not very important, right?
Mm-hmm, yep.
And then like 2015, and then 2015 rolls around, first year of uni, and I was studying engineering, by the way. So as like the workload just like increased, and I made like if I'm going to count it, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I made 6 videos that year.
Yeah.
And then 2016 rolls around. I made 5 videos that year, even less.
Yeah.
Trace, and then like as I'm progressing into uni, I'm just like don't have time, or either I'd rather just watch the show and enjoy it rather than like spending time to make one video that's going to take so long. Just because I literally don't have the time. Because anyone knows in engineering is you go in there 5 days a week, and when you go there in 5 days a week, and you go home and you have to do the homework. Otherwise, you're going to fail your exam. You're going to fail your exam. You can't not do your homework. Mm-hmm. Unlike high school, where it's like you can just wing it. Yeah. High school is like you can literally just wing it. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. For us, it's actually kind of the opposite, because with high school, like we have like 3 years. Okay, so the first year is important because for us,
not really. First year for high school is not. I would not say that.
Yeah, for us, it's actually important because actually we got like 2 years of high school. You could say like 11th and 12th grade. 10th grade is important because according to the marks we get in 10th grade, we have to we can choose different subjects for 11th and 12th. So there's like computer science, there's biomaths and stuff. Yeah. So if you want to get
you can choose depending on your grade. You can't just choose.
No. You might have to go to different schools for that. Because there might be some school that, in the school that I was in 10th grade, didn't have computer science. So I had to go to another school for that. So you need to have like decent grades. Otherwise, they're not going to get you in there. So this is basically India in a nutshell. Okay. So it works like that. So then the last year of high school, then like the next 2 years of high school is important because our first year high school marks get carried over to our second year high school marks as well. So if you get like good marks in the first year, then you can basically slack off in the second year. And because they get tallied, then when you go to like college and stuff, and if you're like going for big stuff like engineering or MBBS, basically doctorate, or basically become a doctor or something, you need to get like good marks, because there are like people with like 100 out of 100 in the entrance exams not getting admission and stuff because India. So for me it was easy because I was like choosing computer application and stuff, so I got in pretty easily. No problem with that. But like basically with India you can't you can like slack off a lot, sadly, because
I think that's a lot of I think that's Asian countries in general. A lot of Asian countries like that.
Yeah, your parents forcing you to study 24/7, and then you have to like spend time studying and stuff. But like high school gets very, very stressful because the exams and stuff are actually pretty hard for us, sadly. So what? Yeah,
I mean, for me, because I grew up in Australia.
Yeah.
The only hard part of high school is basically the last year, where if you weren't studying or like doing the work, and you weren't actually doing any work, then you would struggle so hard. But if you're actually doing like the homework, doing all the questions, then like only the last year was stressful, because then this is the first time you had to take like 2-hour, 3-hour exams.
Yeah.
Because normally it's just like you do it in your study period, just 1 hour exam, but then they hit you with here's a 3-hour exam because we're here to prepare you for university, and you're like, what the fuck, 3 hours?
Okay, so we're gonna switch up a topic a bit. Okay, so we did start off the episode saying that we need some anime hot takes. So
Wait, we did. Wait,
yeah, we did. We did.
We didn't even answer the. We didn't even answer the the question before, which was something to do with content and uploading.
Yeah, I mean, we
I went touch on the high school.
Okay, we went.
What was your question again? Well, I mean,
what was my question again? Fuck.
it was something to do with uploading. I'm just saying, like,
No,
basically
we were
mid
done with that.
2020.
We were done with. Yeah, we were.
Okay.
Yeah, we were done with that. I think. No. I remember. We were asking about like your channel growth, and how did you like when what was your how did you feel when your like video blew up and your channel blew up and stuff? That was what I was asking. Now I remember. Man, going off tangent is pretty hard.
Yeah, I know. How do I feel? Really great actually, because obviously I already don't upload like that much. I would say like I'm trying to upload once a month at the bare minimum.
Yeah.
But you know, sometimes I get a bit too busy, or sometimes the video gets really long and you have to postpone it. But yeah, YouTube rewards like upload consistency. Like I would say the bare minimum YouTube wants you to do is like upload once a week, which I think that's unfeasible if you're making video essays.
Yeah, true.
That is straight up just unfeasible. So you have to make your videos like as good as possible.
Yeah.
Or sometimes like you have to make it a timeless video. That's what I try to do with everything I upload now, is that a timeless video just means it still applies like months or even years after whatever thing has come out.
Yeah.
Like people can rewatch it.
Yeah.
And I guess now it's just like I'm trying to upload more. I know my quality's gotten better. I mean, like, do you do YouTube for 8 years? So hopefully you get better.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm trying to make straight up like slightly longer videos and timeless content so that YouTube just like recommends it. Yeah. And I'm trying to switch up my thumbnails as well, because before, like in the anime analysis sphere. In like 2016, 17, you would name things like the show's title and then the theme of the show.
Yep.
That's how we title things. Now it's more moved to like how this affects you in this certain way, or I did this and then this is what I came out with. Like you got to title things like that, and that's fine, because I think Veritasium made a really good video, which is he's a science YouTuber, and he literally did like not experiment, but like he collected data from YouTube. Yeah. And he's like a 7 million sub channel, where it's like your good quality content doesn't matter if YouTube doesn't promote it.
Yep. Yeah.
So it's just like, your title and thumbnail, like it can't be clickbait, as in like it can't be something that's completely false, but like make it attention grabbing.
Yeah.
Like I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Yeah.
Like that's the video where I'm like, yeah, I agree with that, because like he's a science channel. He does this. He even shows numbers, like what happens.
Mm-hmm. So like around that, like the Katanagatari video, I think around the ReZero video that you made, you know, the problems you had with ReZero. Then like after that, you had like that change in thumbnails, right? Like starting from that, you were
basically I stopped doing reviews. If you the Katanagatari is my last review.
Oh yeah, by the way,
it's the last called where I tell something called anime review, blah blah blah.
Yeah, actually, I made it. Funny enough, I actually wrote a review for Katanagatari back for Analyst, like when I watched it. I think last year or so. So yeah, it's pretty interesting to see a video of that as well. But yeah, like after that, you kind of like switched up your channel thumbnail, everything. Like, you know, it became.
I would say like this is a long story, but like those thumbnails that I have now that you see now on my channel, those weren't the actual thumbnails when the videos were released.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
So I just made it like just to like almost like as a time capture, so like this is a period of time where this was the trend.
Yeah. Because
it's almost like defined by eras.
Yeah. Like
I would say.
From like for your videos like at 8 years, like your first video and stuff, when I looked at the thumbnail and I was like, wait, is this a video made 8 years ago? Because that thumbnail looks very like new, you know, trendy sort of thumbnail, you know, with that bold text and stuff. So I was like, No way he made. No way this thumbnail was made back 8
Yeah,
years ago.
they're new-ish, as in
Yeah,
like they were probably
they're-
made in like 2018.
Yeah, they look very 2018, 2017 ish. You know. But yeah, okay, so I'm gonna like fire off some rapid fire questions. They're gonna be a lot more like it's gonna be like probably genres, maybe anything. So you gotta like say which one you prefer, all right? So okay, drama or rom com? Pure rom com.
Drama.
All right. Okay.
That's no contest. That's no
Yeah,
contest. I don't have
that's
to
a
think about that.
Dogs or cats?
That's actually harder now. Like when before I would have said like straight up dogs.
Yeah.
But now I'm just like, if I live alone, I would almost want a cat because I don't want to say spend time with the dog, but I'm like, I don't want to invest that much time of just like playing with the dog, right? A cat can like almost take care of itself.
All right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
So I would still say dog, I guess.
Okay. Tea or coffee?
Coffee.
All right.
Like tea, not coffee. It's just like you need energy.
All right. Pepsi or Coke?
Coke. Pepsi doesn't taste very good. It's all right.
Yeah. I think it tastes different here. But yeah. We don't get a lot of Coca-Cola here, so I don't get to drink that a lot. Okay. All right, last one. It has to be the last one. Ufotable or Bones?
Ufotable. They made Fate Zero.
Fate Zero, so it's Ufotable. But yeah, Ufotable for me too. I always love their animation. All right, so okay, let's wrap this up. It's been like 2 hours and 45 minutes. See, the longest episode was 4. I don't know how that happened. But yeah, let's wrap this up. It's been like 2 hours, 46 minutes. So...
Yeah, like 30 minutes of it was like scuffed.
Oh, dude. 30 minutes of it was me just being... frantic. But yeah. How would you like describe your journey? Like your YouTube journey thus far? Like, you started like 8 years ago, and now to see your channel where it is right now, and you know, like how you started off and now where you're at. Like what?
I would say I am taking YouTube a bit more seriously because I'm just like, before when I started the channel, I was like, I'm only making this channel so that I can talk to people about anime, and I don't really care if I blow up or not.
Mm.
And it's like I don't need to make this my career, but right, it's just like, why should I need to? I made a thread about this, but like, why do I need to stop making YouTube videos just because I'm not in school anymore? Like, I enjoy this.
Yeah.
Like, why should I stop doing something I enjoy?
Yeah.
And right now, I'm just like, because my channel is like, literally last year, like doubled. Like, I went from 20 to 50 because like 2 of my videos popped off, which was the ReZero one and the Silent Voice one. So I'm just like people do like my content, and it just really depends if YouTube hits the algorithm or not.
Mm.
So I'm just like,
yeah,
let's just consistently make videos, as in once per month, and see where this goes in like the next however many years I'm going to do this for.
Mm-hmm. All right.
And if this could become a part-time job, then sure.
I see. All right. So, okay. So I guess we're gonna wrap the episode up with that last question. So, I hope you guys enjoyed listening to this episode. Kevin, do you have any last words to the people listening to the podcast?
Sorry. What did you just like?
Wait, what? What happened?
What did you say?
Now, do you have any last words before we end the podcast? Any last words to the audience?
Not really. Thanks for having me. Thanks for listening to us ramble, I guess.
Yeah, 2.5 hours of pure rambling. We went from anime to Spider-Man to high school to what else? Games.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went everywhere.
We covered all the hobbies basically. All the hobbies.
Actually, we haven't done one thing. Actually, hold up. We're gonna do one more thing before I actually wrap up.
Oh, what is this?
Hot takes. We need the hot takes.
Oh my god, you're gonna end on a hot take? Do I even need to explain it?
You need to 3 hot takes, anime hot takes that you have. 3.
Miyazaki's overrated.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Makoto Shinkai films aren't very good.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's
like people hold like Your Name as like one of the best anime films.
I
in the
agree
medium.
with you on that. I agree with you on that.
It's not.
I agree with you on that.
His films are like Makoto Shinkai makes the same film, except it just gets better every time.
Yeah. I do actually agree about Your Name because I felt like it wasn't that great. I mean, it's cool.
But it's just the most popular thing.
Yeah,
but,
it's
I mean,
popular.
His ones is just
And
I guess the hot take for that is just Makoto Shinkai makes the same film every film he makes.
Yeah, and that and Weathering with You. I didn't like the ending one bit, honestly, if I'm being real. Like,
I liked Weathering with You more than Your Name.
You did? Like, I love the animation and stuff. Like the first few hours of the movie, and then the ending happened, and I was like, did this guy really flood Japan for a pussy? No fucking way.
Yeah, let's go.
Life goals. I flood the world for a pussy. There we go. Yeah, last hot take. Let's hear the last hot take. Let's hear it.
For anime?
Yeah.
I mean, like, I don't even think this is a hot take. Demon Slayer's. All right. Let's just say this. Demon Slayer is carried by its animation.
True. Very true.
Demon Slayer is carried by Ufotable. Yeah. If it was animated, literally like
by
maybe not
other studio,
not Madhouse, but like A1 Pictures or something, it's literally forgettable.
Yeah. Like, one of the reasons for me that I think that Demon Slayer blew up was that episode, and that's it. And then people were like, bro, Demon Slayer is so good and shit. Because back when Demon Slayer aired, nobody was talking about it that much until that episode happened. Which I think what was happening.
Yeah, and then literally everyone talked about it. As in, like, Ninja tweeted that it was the greatest anime of all time.
Oh, dude. I see the tweet and like, no. But yeah, see, the thing with Demon Slayer is that it is kind of going through that SAO phase in the community, you know? Like, first, it kind of blows
I think it's better than SAO. I think it's genuinely better than SAO.
Nah. It ain't beating Alicization. I'm saying that. I don't care. I'm an SAO fanboy when I'm saying that. I don't think it beats Alicization. Alicization is peak SAO. Especially War of Underworld. I'm saying it. I'm gonna get shat on for that, but I don't care. Like, okay, probably Season 1, Season 2, probably I'd agree. Like, yeah, with Season 2... Actually,
I've only seen Season 1, Season 2.
Yeah.
Then I stopped.
Yeah. I wouldn't force you to check out Alicization, but that's like peak SAO. That's like where SAO really got way better. Like, from like after the movie, and then the Alicization came in where they introduced Yu-Gi-Oh! And Alice, and then the story starts getting way better. And it's like all that shit you saw in Season 1 and Season 2 were, okay, you can like wipe it off your memory because Alicization just makes it even, makes SAO better. Especially War of Underworld. I loved that season. I was like peak SAO. But yeah. Back to what I was saying, like, it's going through that SAO phase in the community, you know? At first it blew up because everyone said it was good, and then people started watching it and they were like, is it that good? Like, is it that good? And then there's this part of the community that is hating the show. They're saying like, oh my god, it's overrated. And then it comes to a point where everyone's like, okay, maybe it's overhated. Like, I think it's going through that because, in my opinion, Demon Slayer is... I mean, it's okay. I mean, it's like your typical shonen. Yeah?
Yep.
Yeah, it's your typical shonen, but with good
animation.
It's
your typical shonen, but worse.
Yeah, and...
It's just carried by Ufotable. It's literally it.
Yeah, I think it's just there for me. Like, again, if Ufotable...
No one cares about Zenitsu. Fuck Zenitsu. I don't remember the Boar Mask guy. I don't care. Tanjiro's the only good character. He's going to save Nezuko, who doesn't talk great. He's got like 7 brothers and sisters who are dead, but he doesn't remember them. Not really. He only cares about Nezuko. It's just like, I don't remember the villains. Not really. Like, there's no memorable villains.
No,
like,
there's a Michael Jackson. I think everyone remembers the Michael Jackson because he's Michael Jackson. What's his name again?
Yeah. Exactly. His name's Michael Jackson.
No. It's no shit. It's something with it's something with M. I forgot. It's been a while since I watched Demon Slayer. I still haven't watched the movie or Season 2 that's airing right now because I don't know. I Yeah, it was something
It's fine.
Musan
That's the
or
hot
something.
take.
Yeah, I mean that's not even a
I've
hot
seen the
take.
film.
I think it's not even a hot take anymore because I think that there's a lot of people that actually don't like Demon Slayer that much. It's like there's this one part of the community that just hates Demon Slayer, so I don't really think that's a hot take. So yeah. Wait, where's Muzan? Oh yeah, it is Muzan. Yeah, there we go. I use my brain. Okay, so yeah, we're wrapping up with hot takes, I guess. Yep, there we go. So yeah, again, we did say last words, so I guess we're gonna straight up wrap up the episode with 3 hot takes, random hot takes. So, this was a very weird episode. One, because I didn't have any questions prepared. All of this came out of nowhere, which is pretty expected because this episode had literally no structure. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy listening to this episode. I'm sweating buckets here. And for the people that are listening live, there's like 2-3 people here. Thank you for listening it live. Kevin, thank you so much for hopping by the podcast.
No problem.
Really cool to just chat, because you're one of those Anitubers that I checked out like years ago and still check out. And it's really cool to have like content creators that I watch. Just to have a talk, and ramble about anime and stuff we love. So thank you so much for hopping by the podcast.
No worries. Thanks for having me.
All right. So for the people that's listening, thank you for listening to this 2.5, probably 3 by this point, hour long podcast for you are a really good person for listening to it. And for the people that's listening live as well, thank you for sticking around as well. Hope you guys enjoy this episode. And make sure you hit that like button, subscribe. And if you're listening to it on Spotify, share it to your friends, your family, your plants, your dog, whoever has a mobile phone. So yeah, see you guys in the next episode, whenever that will be. Peace.
See ya.
Oh shit, okay. Oh boy.